Welcome in. Welcome back. This is Fire in the Trees by none other than the plot father himself. Unfortunately, have lost our penguin, which is one of our funnier characters. I hope eventually he does come back. For right now, he is taking some time away. So you also notice that we've gained a character. We got the Hicks over here, the Fire Ganassi. So these guys are doing really good. I'm really proud of where they're going with all of this. Um, to reiterate to you guys, we're at the top of the world tree. They're talking to Ratatosker Heimdall and the hawk that lives at the top of the world tree. They have some mistletoe arrows, and they're starting to really get to figure out what's actually going on with the tree. So with that, uh, at the beginning of this session, I told them to tell me what song best represents their character. So, Boogie, why don't you go first and tell me what song best represents your character?
Yes, for Boogie, I have thought over many weeks that the best song to represent them would be Peace to the Mountains by Coheed and Cambria.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. It's an interesting choice. I, I, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. All right. Hugo, what song would best describe Hugo?
So I have a full-on playlist, but out of all of them, Language of the Lost by Reproducer would fit the best.
Okay. All right. All right. Horath, what song would best represent you?
Ain't gay, but I do gay. I ain't gay, but I do gay stuff. In the back of my pickup truck.
All right. Fair enough, Korath. Fair enough. All right. Squeaks, what song would best represent you?
Oh, I would say Harpy Hair by Yokolore.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Uh, Roland, what song would best represent you?
I don't know. Not a lot of time to think, but all that's coming to mind is Iron Maiden, the Trooper.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hicks, what song best represents you?
Well, in the little bit of time I could think about it, I would have to say it's probably Beauty of Annihilation, by Elena Sigmund and Kevin Sherwood. You would know it from Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies.
All right. Okay. All right. Vex, since you're with us, what song best represents Vex?
I stepped away for a moment. Vex will return shortly.
What?
Vex has stepped away for the moment. Vex will be back shortly.
Oh, okay.
Does
Well, I
Vex have
mean,
a house goblin or what?
uh, well, yeah, I mean, Korath
Vex
isn't that
gave
tall
Dobby
in real
clues.
life.
Vex gave
I mean, we all know.
clues. Dobby did it from behind.
On a side note, my two teddy bears theme song would be Tiptoe Through the Tulips, but like distorted as they came prancing towards you.
For damn sure. So, we'll kind of move on here. I would say that if I had to pick a song for this entire group, all I could think of is "Staying Alive." Uh, because you guys have have done very well at staying alive. You just, every opportunity we've had to do a TPK, you guys have survived, and I'm very proud of all of you. But with that being said,
Let's see if I can get it done tonight.
Right? Yeah. Let's see if we can build somebody a new character tonight.
No. No.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys laughing and giggling. So, with that being said, you guys are all standing at the top of the world tree. Waddles is not with you guys. He has run off to find his tribe. You're standing at the top of the world tree. You are standing face to face with the Hawk, Ratatosker, and Heimdall. Um, this is your moment to ask some questions. And then they will probably teleport you back into the real world, and we will move on into the real world. Well, into the mortal realm.
Well, so now that we handled that for you guys, are you all right for a little while? Can we get back to work?
I want to talk to the squirrel person. The other squirrel.
Okay. Ratatosker stands up and goes, "What would you like to say?"
What? Are you like
What?
my dad? Are you
No.
my dad?
Well, I mean, I'm the father of most squirrelin folk, yes, but no, I'm not your father.
You're useless.
Sorry, Squirrel. It seems that you are parentless once more.
I've as a god, I've never been called useless, but okay. Ratatosker just seems to smile at the other squirrel, and you guys are all standing at the top of this tree. I cannot answer questions that you do not ask. Just for giving you guys a reminder. I mean, you guys literally face down the ooze, kind of.
Yeah, so like what happened? How did this all come to be? Like how why what were you doing?
What do you mean? What were we doing? It's like you. Do you think we did this, or are you asking like why weren't we
I don't
paying more
know.
attention?
I thought gods were stronger than this.
Well, normally we are, but when you surprise us with things, sometimes you know. But I mean, Ratatosker kind of giggles. I mean, we've got the god of foresight over here, and he didn't even see it coming.
Well, that's pretty bad. You know.
Right.
That give you any ideas of who the fuck we're like, looking for?
Heimdall kind of takes a step back, and you kind of, you know what? Roll me a perception, Boogie.
How is an 18?
That'll work. You notice that Heimdall is a little nervous, almost as if like he's kind of hiding something. He's not necessarily like shying away from you guys, but you can definitely tell he's hiding something.
Well, what you hiding over there? Hmm? What do you know? You obviously know something. I can see it on your face.
He goes, I'm not hiding anything.
Well, that's not what your face says.
He goes, that's right. I forgot my face has subtitles. Uh, Subtitles are things that normal people don't know about in this world. I mean, hey. Anyway, um, it's how do I explain this? So most of you know that I'm the god of foresight, correct?
Yes, right. Foresight, not
Correct.
Right,
foreskin. I understand.
right. Um, I don't have it anymore.
Wait, your foreskin?
Foresight, not foreskin.
And
Oh,
and
no,
how does
no,
that happen?
no either here. Um,
Shanna.
so here's part of the problem.
You didn't
And
answer the question.
I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but most of us are losing our powers.
I'm sorry. What did you just say? You said you're losing your powers, all of you?
So the do any of you know how the gods get their powers or how we keep them, essentially?
How?
Do you keep a bog witch in your basement, or?
Can I roll a knowledge religion check to see if I do know that?
Yep. Yeah, you can.
I was gonna say I have history.
You can roll. Every one of you can roll a history check. It's just what your final is.
21. 18 plus 3.
I got a 22 on history.
And that was on religion for me.
Okay. So I would say most of you have rolled high enough. So I will say, so Heimdall tells you that our entire existence revolves around golden apples, especially the apples of Induin herself. And for some odd reason, she cannot be found, and neither can the tree. Now I know that there's golden apples that live on this tree, but they are just simply mimics of the golden apples from Induin's tree. The gods are very, very slowly losing their power. I do not have foresight that I used to have. So no, I do not know who poisoned the tree. Now, I can only tell you who might know, but even they're not quite right in the head. And I do
Well, who
say
is
they.
it?
Well, they are the ones that make things happen and make things unhappen.
Fates.
Here they would be called the Norns, but yes.
Or either way, oracles of sorts.
Well, where are they?
That I cannot help you with. I don't particularly know, unfortunately. The
I
Norns
mean,
kind of keep their existence pretty much to themselves. However, good majority of the time, if you can find a Kelpie, you can find where the Norns are.
a kelpie? The things in the water?
Yes. Most of the time, the Norns are in usually underwater caverns, things along those lines. They're very secretive. They don't particularly like to come out and make their presence known, obviously, because if you knew how to find your fate, you would never let it happen.
So I guess we're going to the beach.
Beach, lake, ocean. You have to find the Kelpie first. I wish I could be more help. Unfortunately, Norns are very hard to find, and they don't, like I said, they don't exactly tell the rest of us where they exist at.
So, like, I can't call their name 3 times and they appear?
I don't
That
think they'll be
works.
those.
That works on most of us. You would be really awesome. I mean, you could try it, but some of us have free will. Also, we are not bound by our name. If you say Heimdall 3 times, I will arrive. However, you say Thor 3 times, he might arrive only to pick a fight. You say Tyr 3 times, he has free will. He does not have to show up. So There are certain gods that can tell you no. There are certain gods that have no choice.
What about Balder?
Heimdall smiles and goes, I may or may not have heard about what happened with you. The only thing I can tell you about Balder is Balder is his own worst enemy. He is stupid yet cunning. That one I'm not sure of. You could try.
So let's say I decided to, throw out the quick Thor. Where the fuck is he?
You hear a bolt of lightning crack, and that's about all you get.
Well, fuck you too, you thunder piece of shit.
Let us get a long rest first.
You might have better hopes, Korath, when you go find the hammer. Grab that one. Heimdall says, I wish that I could be more help, but without my foresight, I don't really have much for you.
That goddamn foreskin.
I have a question.
Okay.
Without your foresight, can you really be considered a god? Because you're kind of powerless now.
You're absolutely right. But, hey, that's why I'm down here fighting these things off.
So
You're very
We'll find your foreskin for you.
I feel like you're misunderstanding foresight and foreskin.
I heard anteaters can fight really well.
He goes, you know, I think I'm just done talking now, he says. And he goes over and stands on basically a branch sticking up, sharpening his spear, ready for the next attack. The hawk and Ratatosker look at you guys, and they look at Hicks and Korath, and they're no longer seeing the originals. You have Vex, who is an original. You have Boogie, who's an original. Roland, who's an original. And they both kind of hang their head a little bit, and they go, we've lost so many in the time frame of when you guys first started all of this. But for you, those of you that have joined this quest, understand that we appreciate it, and we hope that you guys can seek revenge not only for the Nidhogg, but for the Aesir and the Vanir themselves at this point. Ratatosker walks up to Hicks and asks for Hicks's hand.
Hicks extends his hand like, what's this about?
nerd?
No. Ratatosker points directly in the middle of Hicks's arm, and that's when you notice, Hicks, that the tattoo that everybody else has of the tree is now embedded in your arm. You can all tell now that you can all look at your tattoo and realize that the gleam and the shine and the sheen that it once had is starting to fade. The tattoo is essentially a timer. You don't have long, but it's not tomorrow that it ends. Ratatosker looks at all of you and goes, I know that you all have your own missions and you all have your own things. And we're trying to keep this thing at bay. But understand that now with Induin gone, the gods will probably rage and things will start to come to play. So please, please, please hurry.
Well, I mean, we haven't exactly been sitting on our asses, so
So that's not not at all. Like I said, what I said was is that you guys are doing well, but we're running out of time. With that, Ratatosker, what?
I was just thinking, I wonder if the dragons know how bad everything is.
I guess you probably should have asked that.
Well, I don't know if the gods would know that either.
I don't think that the dragons necessarily care that much.
No, they're looking for who killed their sister.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck what we're doing right now.
Um, with that, Ratatosker begins to open the door to go back to the mortal realm, unless you have more questions. So as he opens the door, he ushers you guys back through, and you are now standing in the little cave alcove clearing that you guys were once in. Um, However, sitting there on a rock waiting for you guys is a rather tall gentleman. He's sitting on a rock waiting. He is covered in a scarlet cloak. You can definitely tell that he is armed. He's also armored. But he hasn't attacked. He has not said a word. He's just simply waiting there for you.
What kind of man is he? A man, a tiefling, a
The
dwarf?
cloak is covering his face.
Okay,
But you
well,
can
how tall
definitely
is he?
okay, so he is around 6 feet tall. But as far as you can tell, he is his face is covered and you're not entirely sure what race he is. However, if you want to roll perception or say hello or anything,
Can I roll an
Korath,
insight to see if
yeah,
I can check for any symbols on the cloak?
yeah, you can. You can roll a perception or an in. I mean, I would probably more or less roll a perception because all I told you was a scarlet cloak.
I have a 27 for perception.
Well, Korath asked first, so I'll tell
I
you
got a
what.
19.
Okay, so with Boogie's 27, you will notice that there are insignias. With your 19, I will say that you would maybe recognize this as being a part of the Brotherhood in Al-Anon. They're a sect of Inquisitors.
The ones we tried to pick a fight with at the beginning?
Nope,
No.
these guys are completely different.
Okay. I didn't look back. I couldn't remember what their name was.
So as far as so their insignia is literally a hand, but it's more of like a claw, not like a bear paw, but just a claw. And it's black with red trim.
Can I would like to ask my trident if it can detect a magic spell or a magic weapon.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
What do I need to roll for that?
Give me a d20 plus. We'll roll it like a detect magic.
Okay, so I add my spell to it. That's 21.
Okay. You see a purple aura and a green aura on both sides of his hips. And then on his back, you can see kind of a black and red like swirl aura radiating from his back.
Hey, Clifford. Clifford. You big red
Are you
fuck. Hey, Clifford.
color? So he stands and goes, "That's not my name, but okay."
You look like a big lead bitch, so I had to think it was Clifford.
He smiles, and as he smiles, you guys can see fangs.
Oh, you have pointy teeth.
I would
What?
hold on, hold on. I would like to
You have
possibly.
pointy teeth.
I do have fangs, Toy. So, before we all get riled up here,
Uh, this isn't an attack or anything. I would like to use. I'm just gonna use Eyes of the Grave just to see if this guy's undead or not.
okay.
It- it's just something that I declare, and if he's within 60 feet of me, I can tell if he's undead or not.
Okay, so he's not technically undead, but you can definitely tell he is not human. So he goes, before we get too riled up here, and yes, I can definitely tell you that you've already run a detect magic on me. Yes, I am carrying magical weapons, but I am not here to hurt any of you. I am just simply a messenger. And so he asks, which one of you happens to be the leader?
Hugo's gonna point over to Bogey.
I also point over to Bogey.
Hicks is
I
just gonna
guess
shrug.
I
The
guess
orc?
it's me. Yes.
Okay.
Hello. Good thing we can
So,
see eye to eye. You're not a short
right.
person.
right. So he walks over to the orc, and Bogey, as you look at him, he takes his hood down very slowly because he already can tell that most of you are on edge. And you now are looking at what would be technically called a shifter. He is more lycanthrope than anything else. He has wolf eyes. He's got the fangs. He's got all of it. He's still mostly human, but there is a lot of animal there too. He says, "Hi, my name is Ronan. I am from the Brotherhood. Um, I have something for you." And he looks at everybody. He goes, "I'm going to very calmly reach over here and grab a scroll, and then I'll be on my way." And he reaches back, and Boogie, you look, and you can see a revolver that is radiating purple energy on his hip, where he grabs the scroll, and then he hands it to you, and he goes, "This is from Jarl Yendrel." And he very much backs away very slowly and says, "With that, I bid you adieu." And he turns around and walks away.
But wait, what's that thing? What do you got there? What's that shiny purple thing? What is that?
He just smiles and he goes, "Come talk to the Brotherhood. Maybe you guys can have one." And he
Rowan, we're gonna
keeps on
get you a
walking.
new gun.
Down.
So, Bogey, as you open the scroll, you're hit with like this whoosh, and there standing before you is kind of a like an image of Yandrel's face, and it begins to speak to you, and it goes, "Hey, hope everything's going really good on your end of things. Um, however, we are under siege right at this moment in time, so maybe coming back here would not be the best right now. The Turtles and the Pandarians are helping us hold the walls. The nightmares are crossing way more rapidly than we thought they were going to. However, is there any way that you guys could go check on the fort in the Hollows? We received a really disturbing message from Eric, and we wonder if the fort even still exists. Don't necessarily need an answer to this, but we're hoping that maybe you could try. And with that, it vanishes. You are now stuck with just a random piece of paper. You can keep it, chuck it, whatever you want to do.
Anybody
snatch
have flame?
I snatch it from
Yeah.
Bogey and I eat it.
Okay. Hope you
Why
don't get
do you eat the
constipated from that.
paper?
Talk about a butt plug.
As soon as Boogie says, "Anybody have flame?" I just kind of conjure one from my hand, like, and then the squirrel eats it. I'm like, okay.
Hugo was gonna ask if Hugo could have it, but then like took a step away from Hicks when the flame happened, and then looked at the squirrel in confusion, like, "Why'd you eat that? That was useful."
No, Hugo. It was a one use only. It was just paper. We don't need that.
Yeah, I like. I could have added it to the notebook.
Anybody? Is the Hollows where we just came from? Anybody? What? Who's Eric? I forget.
What's going on right now?
Well, the Jarl just said we should go check out this fort because he doesn't know it exists. Is that where we just came from? You know, obviously not the Giants, but the one previous to that one. Is that where we just came from?
I think it was the fort before that one, or was it that fort?
I don't remember.
Because we stopped at the first fort. Let me see here. Let me get back here.
Let me remind you that there is a fort in the Hollows.
Like it was the fort that we went to before the Giants, because it's where we battled all the things, and Karath thought that Eric was the bad guy and he wasn't.
Oh yeah, that fort.
The
Yeah,
fort he's
we've
actually
seen it.
talking about is when Valith and Veloth was still with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's in the Hollows. That's what I was talking. Because the Hollows is the one across the water.
Yeah.
That's where we're talking, right? Yeah.
Eric is
They
the
want me-
Minotaur fighter.
They want us
Yeah.
to go there. Oh yeah, the guy that we were
Yeah.
racist to.
Before we went to, well, the elf was racist to us too. So I mean,
Right.
everybody there was racist. It's hell. Well, it's around the corner from hell. Let's
Should
do
we
it.
go
You don't.
there to check?
So you don't. I mean, so
Technically,
you
that's where
guys.
everything's coming from, anyways. Sorry.
I mean, I don't think we should go back, but that's just my opinion.
So you have two. I mean, you have two things that you kind of need to accomplish, right? You know, you guys are going to either have to cross back across through the corridor, or try to find the other bridge. So there's two bridges.
Why do we
Yeah.
need bridge? What we have portal door. What do you mean?
That is true too. You do have a portal door. That is very true.
We just ask Specs or pay Bex, whatever Bex would probably want, something in
So
return. But
right. And again, the way that door works is as long as Vex has seen it, they can therefore teleport to it.
right, Bex was there with us.
Right. I'm just re-explaining this because I just want to make sure everybody understands that if you weren't there, then you don't get to portal there. So Vex was there. I will agree. So you guys can portal there.
I mean, I could try to make like a third bridge if it's a water area because move Earth.
So there's two bridges essentially from the Hollows to here now that Loki has made. The reason that Thorn and his company were having such a hard time was because the deserted isle style of the Barrens from on the northern side of the mountains of Alanon, or of Rendell, sorry, is that this is the area where most of your giants live. The things that like are tribal live because they can spread out across the sand and never touch each other. So Loki made two spots, one being closer to civilization, closer to the humans, closer to the ones that have to pile together, where he made one farther away to try to have uh like a getting positioned in behind them also, so getting them on all four sides.
We're getting them in all four sides.
I mean, you got to fill three holes sometimes. So
That's a weird gang.
That's a lot of teamwork. I do have a question though. Am I close enough to be able to hold out my trident and it point me in the direction of where I was last told that Mjolnir might be?
tell you what, roll me a d20.
15. Do I add anything? Do I need to add like history or something to it?
Nope, I'm just gonna see if you. It was a straight roll. I'll see if you beat me. I'll tell you what. Your trident. How do you do it? Do you ask it, or do you like?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask it to whenever I hold it to like guide my hands to the right direction of which it is.
Okay, so you're pointing. Let's just say you're pointing north towards the hollows. Okay, and for this instance, as you begin to start to point more to the southeast, your trident begins to radiate and vibrate in your hand. It's not like throbbing or anything, but it's radiating. It's vibrating. It's telling you which way to go.
Okay. And which way is the bridge? Do I know, or do I need to ask somebody else?
Um, none of you really know where the bridge is on this side,
Okay.
but you can only assume that where the hollows are kind of to the north, it would probably be more to the north on the coastline. Yes, I said that the trident vibrated. Hell, Erd Boogie, it's okay.
No, you said
Clementine owns one.
You said it didn't. It didn't throb. It's not throbbing for Cora.
Starting to understand why he likes that trident so much.
What me and my client do in our private spaces is none of y'all's business.
Wait, so you have sex with your trident?
Anyways, so are we going back to the fort, or are we following Karaf's weird ass weapon?
I say we should head back. I don't think we need to follow the vibrator.
I think Korath's weapon is that he's looking for is also where I need to be. So I mean, I'll follow Korath.
You're gonna follow the vibrator?
No, I said Korath, not the fucking vibrator he has leading him to his desires.
Is it same direction or opposite direction? It's opposite direction.
It seems to be throbbing in that way.
So
It's not throbbing.
I will say this
Yeah.
again. We'll say this again.
Because we
None
don't
of
know
you
where
genuinely know exactly where the land bridge is on this side of things. So you guys are going to walk more towards the coastline to find it. If you go after what Korath wants after, you are going to be walking genuinely away from it. Does not mean it won't put you in a decent position to get there either. It's just
Either
maybe
way,
going to take. Right.
from what I
Now,
gathered, it feels like we'll have to fight a god if we find your hammer.
Maybe.
Probably.
Or the DM over there with the 6-7.
I'm down.
no. No.
7.
No.
6,
No.
7.
God damn it. All right. Fair enough. Okay. I didn't know we were going that route. All right. Okay. So, again, you guys can portal out and go to the hollows and check on the fort. You can go do this thing with Korath, or you guys can try to go find the bridge and cross. It's up to you guys what you want to do.
I mean, I think we need to go follow the trident.
You want to
If
follow the
we
vibrating
if
trident?
we
More-
cross if we cross
Trident?
the bridge, oh sorry.
No, you're good.
The vibrant, if you will.
So
But
we're gonna
if
follow the vibrator? Is that the plan?
Yes.
what if we cross the bridge? Because if it's on the hollow side, wouldn't it be simpler find a bridge first? So
But it's
that
not
way
in the
it's
same
easier
direction.
to go?
You also have to remember, Hugo, that you already have kind of a in to get to the hollows simply because of the portal door. Because the way the portal door would work is you could portal to Hell's cave, or you could portal to the fort in the hollows. As long as the fort still exists.
So we're following Korath's fucking vibrator now? Got it.
Yeah, the vibrant. We're following the vibrant. So
More power never hurt.
Yes, the vibrator, not the throbber.
Just
Hicks,
give it
give
time.
him the
I
smoke.
was gonna say, does it throb at some point? You have to get
Vex
it,
would
you know,
know.
excited
Anyway,
enough.
Only when it penetrates.
That
It
tracks.
might leave Korath. It might leave Korath throbbing though.
That also tracks.
Okay.
Something's throbbing.
Y'all embarrassed Korath. That never happened.
It is bright
Look
red.
at
I
that red
love
feather.
it.
Looks like a little radish. Anyway, okay. So you guys are gonna go ahead and follow Korath. Okay. So, Korath, how do you want to do this? You want to just stick your vibrator out there and just kind of metal detect
So-
that shit, or what?
Not
Hold
how
on.
you do
Actually,
this.
we're gonna have a little moment. So Korath knows that it pointed in the southeast, right? So you're gonna all hear Korath mumble. So if north is where I'm facing, that means that is the southeast. Okay. And then I turn. Okay. So if north is where I'm facing, that is now the southeast. And I just keep doing that in a circle.
Dump truck, you know that's not how it works,
Boss.
right?
Boss, can I help? Can I help, boss? Just throw me.
Oh, I can just throw you. Okay.
So you're throwing vibrators now?
Yeah. So as you guys watch this, as Korath just like chucks the trident stops midair and looks at all of you, because as a trident could look, and he goes, "Yeah, boss, just follow along. I could kind of feel it."
If you can feel it, just take off running.
Whatever you do, just don't touch the tip. Anyway, so Korath basically is following the vibrant around. Yes, the trident's new nickname is the vibrant. So, basically, you guys begin to follow this trident around. You guys walk for about a day. You don't really get hit with anything. However, you do come to the side of a mountain. The trident kind of falls to the ground and sticks all three forks into the ground and goes, "Yeah, boss. This is as far as I could detect. You're gonna have to kind of search from here."
Well, fuck. Thank you anyway. Put it
Um,
back up. Do I get
I
a
need
general
all of you
sense of
guys
where it
to
felt the strongest, at least?
hold on. I need all of you guys to roll a perception check.
Vex rolled a 21.
Korath got a 16.
I got a 27 and my bear got a 5. Yeah.
I got
a 5.
I got 18.
Got a
Okay.
19.
Hicks got a 22.
18.
Okay. So you had to roll a 15 or below, and you wouldn't have noticed anything. You guys feel like there's more ozone here. Like you feel like everything is more electrified than it should be. You feel like you can. You ever been outside right before it thunderstorms? You can kind of feel the static in the air and things like that. That's what you guys are getting, but you're not really like you're not as you guys look up, you're not really seeing any lightning hitting any certain point. You could just kind of feel it in the air.
Question. Can I wander around until my fake beard starts to feel like it's puffing out from the static electricity? To where that would be the strongest point?
Can I detect magic? Would that be easier?
I don't even know what to say to that one. So you guys watch as Korath begins to walk around, trying to see at what point, much like a balloon would stick to your beard, where the hair would, and he just sticks up everywhere because there's more ozone in there and there's a lot of static electricity in the air. Doesn't really show you either way where to go, but he's trying to figure it out. Roland, if you want to use detect magic, you can. I'm sorry, Korath. That was just too funny.
It's 17.
Um, as far as you can tell, you can see a faint glow about halfway up the mountainside. It's kind of blue in aura, but not. I mean, that's about as far as you can tell.
All right. It looks like there's something upside that mountain, about halfway up. That's where we got to
Okay,
get.
how are you gonna get up there?
You want me to make steps again?
Well, I
Yeah,
thought about
use
that
your
of
ring.
just throwing the goblin.
How
I mean,
steep is this cliff?
it's climbable, or you guys could look for a path.
Well, it depends on how
Why
it got
look?
there. I mean, if it fell there, there's probably not going to be a path there.
Throwing goblin, 2 on one. I grab an arm and a leg, and you grab the other arm and the leg, and we just.
Why don't we look for a path before we start throwing people?
I mean, why look for a path when I could build one?
Wait, does the squirrel fly?
I knew I should have built a grapple hook.
We can make the squirrel a flying squirrel.
Please
Hicks
look
is gonna
for a
start
path.
looking. Hicks is gonna look for a path.
I was gonna say, can Vex roll perception for a path?
Yes.
All right. Dirty 20.
Mine was a 17 plus 5 for perception.
Okay.
Ouch.
Mine was
So
21.
money.
Okay, Vex. All right. So as Vex kind of looks around, Vex, you find a bunch of animal tracks, and you begin to kind of follow them. They're goat tracks, and as you begin to follow them, you start to notice that they start kind of pointing more in, and you eventually find a goat path that is big enough for all of you to walk one by one up into the mountainside. So that's single file, one by one. So who goes first and who goes second and who goes last? I need to know that.
I'm
Great.
deciding to jump onto Koraf's shoulders.
Nope.
Oh,
No, you can't do that. What I would say do is put me in the front and whoever has the lowest AC directly behind me.
The lowest AC.
To where if something
So
hits in the
Korath, are
front,
you
I
going
take the brunt.
first?
Yes.
Who's second?
Oh, my
Who's
AC.
got low AC, Squirrel or Hugo?
I have an 18 for my AC.
Well, it's not the squirrel.
16.
What about Hicks?
Your AC.
6,018.
And I have a 17, so it'd probably be I'll go next, or Hugo can go
I was
next.
gonna say Hugo has a 16.
Who's going second?
Hugo's going second, I guess.
Who's third? Squirrel. Who's fourth?
I'll go. Throw a range in there.
Who's fifth?
Hicks.
Me.
No, okay, no. So Vex. She claimed it.
Okay.
Or they
All
claimed
right.
it.
Okay, and then Hicks.
Yep.
Bogey, you're last.
The bear and then me.
Did I get everybody? I did. Okay.
Yeah, Cogs
So,
has he's in my pocket.
okay. All right. So, so as you guys begin to walk up the mountainside, remember what order you're in, because that is the order that you guys are having an initiative. Okay. Okay. So as you guys begin to walk up the mountainside, about halfway up, I need you guys to roll me a perception. There is a fork.
Vex rolled an 18.
My bear got a 19 and I got a 22.
22.
I got a 14. I got a 14.
I got
Roll me a
16.
perception, Hicks.
Cora.
Okay. So as you guys walk up to this fork in the road, there's not really you notice that there's not a whole lot of tracks going off to the left. There is quite a few tracks going off to the right. The only thing about the tracks going off to the right is that a lot of them are drag marks, whereas going off to the left, they're more animalistic, like deer, goats, things like that. So you can go left or right.
Can Rowan roll another check to see like where the magic that he had seen before was? Like if it's left or right?
Yeah. So you have to roll. You would have to roll another detect magic.
Okay, I'll do it again. I'll do another spell slot. That's a 19 plus. Well, I don't think I use my plus on that. Or I guess plus 6 for my roll.
Okay.
25.
So yeah. So down the right path, the one with the drag marks, you notice that about I don't know half a mile, you can see the blue aura coming. Uh, However, it's like emanating from the rock, not like outside the rock. I guess I don't know how to better explain that.
All right. It looks like it's to the right, but it also looks like we got to go inside the rock to get to it.
Probably like there's a cave there.
We will find out as we approach.
I like to
Okay.
explore caves.
Korath is going to veer to the right after hearing that.
Okay. You guys trudge on. You trudge on for a little while longer, and you come to the mouth of a cave. But as you go to this, you notice that it has doors, like very ornate wooden doors. Um, Almost as they're the doors of a monastery.
I was gonna say, can I roll a religion check, or would
Yeah.
it just be a
Yep.
perception
You can.
check?
You guys can roll a history or a religion check.
Well, my history and my religion are the same.
Okay, either or.
I'll do I'll do religion since it looks like a chapel door.
Okay.
But do we see symbols on it while he's rolling? Do we see symbols on the door at all?
Um. Yes, you would see like the symbol of Pelor and a couple other different ones.
That was 13 plus 3 for religion, so 16.
So, um, this is just a monastery that was built into the mountains. This is where you could come to practice any faith that you wish. This does, as you guys look at the doors, you notice that there are many, many different sigils from many different religions. It was just a place to come to be quiet and live the monk style of living.
Just theoretically, it's
Korath,
kind of like holy ground.
Yes, theoretically.
Korath doesn't understand quiet. I want to beat on the door like I'm knocking.
Hicks is
Well,
going to grab his hammer, and he is going to use where is it? Use cracked memory, which is essentially casting legend lore, and
Okay.
I name the monastery in front of us. So it says name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named.
Okay. So, this is the monastery of the Nameless. It is. It's been here for hundreds of years. It is a place to worship whoever and whatever that you wish. It is a monastery. It does have monks, or it did. Nobody has been here for 100 years. Um, However, the last known monk to leave here was a was one Master Genji, and he's 150, 60 years old. That is the lore behind. There's not much known about the monastery of the Nameless. So Korath, as you beat on the door, it sounds pretty hollow. In fact, as you beat, the doors begin to slowly open, as if there was really no lock. You could have just pushed the door open. Do you walk in, or
I want to cast Dispel Magic anywhere in front of me first.
you want to what?
Cast Dispel Magic just in case there's any magical wards or anything.
Okay. As you cast the dispel magic, you don't really see anything happen. However, when you do cast that, you do see the blue aura, but it is coming up farther into the cavern. So, like, as you step into this, it's kind of a tunnel, but it has steps, which, like, it takes you far in and up. And there is a faint light that you can see farther up.
Can Vex roll perception to see if there's any non-magical trap?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me go ahead and roll me a perception, and then add. Do believe? No, I think it's your perception for your trap ability.
18.
Okay. I will say that it looks like just above the door there was a trap, but it's been sprung. And as Vex looks to their left, you can see what is left of a goblin. It is pinned to the wall with an arrow through its mouth, an arrow through two shoulders, and two legs, pinning it to the wall.
Well, looks like we weren't the first ones to try to get in here.
Of course, it'd be a greedy goblin.
I look down at Roland. And I'm like, do you know him?
I'm not a goblin. I'm a dwarf.
Bernie's the goblin.
But you look. Never mind.
You ever talk to one of them troglodytes? They ever talk to you like I did?
Never let them speak.
That's it. I'm not a goblin.
You guys walking in, walking out? What are you doing?
I do have a question.
I also have a question.
What's your question there, Korath?
Let Hugo go first. I'm looking at my backstory to ask it.
Okay.
You said that the last person that would have been here would be the old monk from like 100 years ago, right?
106, well, he's 160 years old, but yes, he would be here 100 years
Yeah.
ago.
Would Hugo know anything about him, being that Hugo's at least 100 years old from what you said?
You could roll a history check to see if you knew who he was.
Okay.
Also, how long were you knocked out and how long were you stuck with your creator?
So again, that's why I said you can roll a history check, and I
Yeah.
can see if you roll high enough.
It's a 16.
So, in your history of things that you know, you've heard of a Master Genji, but you're not sure of. You've heard of Master Genji, but you're not sure you could put a face to the name.
On the door, did I see a symbol of Thrime?
A symbol of what?
Thrime. The Yaltnir. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Are you talking about you see the hammer on there?
Well, no, the image of Thrime, which is in Norse mythology the Yaltnir that stole the hammer.
Oh, let me roll. See if you do. Yeah, sure. For some reason, I heard Flynn, the symbol of phlegm or Flynn. I was like, what? Fuck.
Sorry.
No,
No,
what?
Thrine.
See the symbol of Flynn? I have no idea what that
Looking for
is. Cora.
Flynn. Flynn.
Sorry.
Flynn.
Anyway.
Yeah, you see him on the left. That's the goblin's
oh,
name.
all right. So, you guys proceed on through the monastery. You're at the entrance. You guys proceed to work your way up. However, as you guys begin to make your way up, you guys kind of find yourself almost at a climb. So, because it's kind of more or less going straight up now. There's still kind of stairs, but you are like, you ever see like the Aztec temples and stuff like that, where it's kind of a bigger step. So you guys are having to kind of climb these massive steps. So anybody that is below a certain height is going to have a little bit of a problem.
What's the certain height?
So Roland, how tall are you?
Could I get some uppies, please?
Yeah, the squirrel.
I got your uppies.
The squirrel and the goblin are going to need help.
Yeah, the goblin's only like 3.5.
Quick question. Do you have some rope in your pocket there, Roland? And we'll make us like a little bitty a
I do
baby
have
carrying
rope
bag
in
for
my
the front.
bag.
And we just throw the squirrel in the bag of holding like we have before.
The bag
I-
of holding
Which-
is only in Roland's butt.
They said what they
I
said.
refuse. I refuse. I'm putting my paw down. I refuse.
That means I could
I
carry you
mean-
both at once.
I could
not-
make a step stool for the two.
They're not that much bigger than a guinea pig.
The bear can just like put his face out and like push the gnome up, or the goblin up.
Oh my
That's
god!
true. The bear is behind us.
Yeah, I'm behind you, so I can just he can just push you up a little bit high.
So okay, so here's how this would pan out. Korath, if you, Carlos, Roland, so put him in a little baby Bjorn thingy, on the front of you, like Carlos.
Right.
It would just take a strength check every time.
Oh,
So like every third step, you would just need to make a strength check.
Oh, I'll pass
And
that. Yeah, I
then-
can do that.
Right, and then the squirrel, if you were to say hop on the bear would need to do a strength check every like fifth step.
Okay, that's easy peasy. He's got
Alright.
a +6, so
Right. And the only thing a failure would do is you might fall down a step.
I thought
Yeah,
you were gonna tell me I dropped the squirrel.
I mean, if you could drop a
Critical
squirrel and do a
failure.
little damage, but I mean, anyway, so you guys have 20 steps. So go ahead and climb. So here's what I need from everyone. Well, there's only 2 of you that are really going to have any difficulty. So if there's 20 steps,
6 to 7 rolls for me.
yeah,
4 rolls for the bear.
yep. So Fig, go ahead and roll me 6 times. You need a Go ahead and roll me 6 times and give me the numbers.
Be a 12.
Holy fuck.
Oh, that's fine. I can make that one up. That's no problem. Want me to make an acrobatic save to see if I'm hold on still.
Yeah.
It's a 19.
Okay, so let's just say that as you go up that step, you make it, and you crawl over, but you crawl over with Roland basically getting crushed a little bit. So, Roland, I need you to roll me a d6 worth of force damage.
No. Oh, that was a 5.
Damn. Okay.
Hey, man,
Go ahead.
watch what you're doing. Jeez.
24 on the next one.
Yep.
19 on the next one.
Okay, we're gonna say that's fine.
Nat 20.
You're fine.
Backpack.
22.
I'm the
Fine.
backpack loaded up.
Nat 20.
Fine.
18.
Good enough.
That
So
should be
you were at
6,
the
right?
top.
Gotcha.
Yep. Everybody is at the top except for the bear, which
I
the bear
only
will get
crushed you
there.
once, little man.
So I need you to roll for the bear, like 4 times.
Is it okay if I rolled them all at once?
That's fine. Just give me the numbers.
Okay, perfect. I have a 9, a 10, a 23, and a 25.
Okay. So on the 9 and the 10, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics to make sure you don't drop the scroll.
What would I add for that? Is that my dex? Oh, I fucked that up. So I got a 4 and an 8.
So as the bear is like scratching and pawing to get up the first 5 steps, he like tumbles over and he goes, huh, huh. Doesn't realize that when he does that, he rolled over on his back, crushing the squirrel underneath him. So, Squirrely, I'm gonna need you to roll a d6
Damn,
worth of.
squirrel. Squirrel, you got rocks in your pocket or what?
That's a heavy squirrel.
I got a 3.
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage. On the next 5, the bear, thinking he's like being funny, tumbles over to the next one, not still forgetting that the squirrel is on his back. And with a big reet, you hear the squirrel scream, going, "Don't do that again!" And as he goes over, I need you to roll me a d6 again.
5.
Okay, you take 5 more points of damage. And then, so on the last 5 steps, the bear makes it up there, doesn't do any tricks, but you all are now standing at the top. You are met by this gigantic circular like courtyard. As you walk through it, you begin to notice that there are statues of many different races, many gods, and they all seem to be like following you almost.
How big are
But
these
you guys
statues?
walk in. Um, they're about your size, Korath.
See Roland shaking his head. I think he knows what I'm about to do.
What?
You said they're following us, like physically following us?
No. It just seems like they are. It seems like their eyes are following you guys.
Oh, their eyes. Does one of them look like Thrime?
Not that you've noticed so far.
Okay.
I mean, there are multiple statues. Like he could be there, but you would kind of have to look for him. Like this is where everybody came to essentially worship. There are gifts at the bottom of these. Some are old, some are brand new.
Brand new?
Yes, there are some gifts that are like you can definitely tell that were just placed there. Maybe not hours ago, but maybe like days. So you can definitely tell that people have been here recently.
People like they're we can tell that there was more than one, or
Something has been here recently. Let's put it that way.
What kind of gifts are left?
Water skins full of wine, fruits, meats, beer, mostly offerings that you would give to gods and things like that. However, off in the middle of nowhere, kind of off towards your guys' immediate right, you hear the bay of a ram, and you're not entirely sure. Somebody offered a live animal, so you're more than welcome to go investigate the sound of a goat or a ram.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Korath, give me a perception before you go too much further.
Oh shit. Keep it on the table. Keep it on the table. 19.
Okay. You see something move out of the corner of your eye. It's very quick. It's almost shadow-like. But as far as you can tell, it moved into your line of sight, and then it's out of your line of sight. You can no longer see it.
You said my trident glows, right?
It glows in the presence of magic. Yes.
Is there magic here?
Oh yes, there's lots of magic here.
So it's glowing. I want to use it like a light.
Literally.
And just kind of like hold it
Okay.
around to see if I can see what moved.
Right. So, currently, right now, your trident is like, boss. There's a lot of things here. There's a lot. It's almost too much. You're watching your trident literally crack. Like your trident is vibrating so hard in your hand that you can barely hold on to it.
Hey, Gabi. So you think you can hold my trident in your bag for me?
Yeah, if I need to.
Well, it seems to be vibrating pretty hard, and I do not want it to break. So, I guess drop throw and bend over.
Let's get it in there. No, I built a flap.
Oh, okay. So which button, left or right?
So we could have put the squirrel in there?
yes, I guess so. It would have been safer.
Hold
The squirrel
on.
adamantly refused.
Just shove the trident up his ass.
You collapsed the trident first.
Doesn't matter.
I
it's a
never
bolt.
understood it could collapse. That was never anything we talked about.
Oh God. Yeah, it was. We talked about that.
You could you put the whole thing in the goblin? That thing is bigger than him.
It's in
We
the bag of
never
holding.
decided. No, it's in the bag of holding. It can hold it. I mean, Gabi can take a lot.
Like Bernie's magical bag.
Okay. So as the trident begins to penetrate the goblin. Boss, where are you putting me? Boss, I
It
don't
will
like
be
it here.
okay. It will be okay.
Boss, why am I going in it? Why? No, why is it in his butt? Why is it
It's
in his
for your
butt?
safety. It's for your safety.
No! Then the voice is gone. So, Roland, I need you to roll me a con save, please.
Oh God, what if you ripped the bag?
Worst case scenario, the goblin got taller.
You know, I guess if anyone could put a trident up a goblin, I would assume that it would be our gay giant, so
That was a 17.
Okay,
Oh
you're
my god.
fine.
Thank
However,
God.
you are vibrating a little.
Is he glowing too?
That's right, I'm
No.
used to that with the machinery on my arm.
can
Yeah.
we see the glow out the bottom of his pants?
No, now the arcane in my arm is just a little brighter.
Oh, wow.
A
Okay.
little juiced up.
Let me get back into character here after we just took a full trident up the butt. Vibrating trident up the butt. Anyway,
Yeah, it's longer than I am.
Was it as good for you it was for me?
fuck.
Well, I'll never be the same.
That is all that matters.
The friendship will never be the same after that.
You never go back once you've had a trident up your ass.
Been shitting pancakes ever since.
Once you go Rocky, you'll never get cocky. Gorath, are you back in character, buddy? Okay. All right. So, as Korath begins to walk towards the sound of the goat, um, you turn the corner, and standing there, looking before you, is a um. This would technically be a dire golden ram, and as you look at him, he is adorned with when his horns curl around right at the tips are golden, like uh, uh, golden tips. Essentially, they were molded and made to fit around there. He is adorned with a gold saddle. He looks like something that a dwarf would probably ride into battle. But he's just standing there in front of a statue.
Um, Being that I was the one right there on him, I want to lower myself to the ground. I want to try to pet the goat. That's something I
Um,
do without getting bit.
okay, so when you lower yourself to the ground, the uh, the goat takes a step back and lowers its horns. So it lowers its head. It doesn't necessarily like act like it's gonna bite you or anything, but you do get the sense that this is a goat of war. So
Okay.
it's not going to be super keen on being pet.
Okay. Perfect. So I put my hands up like this, and my hands up like the stopping motion.
Okay.
To let it know I mean no harm.
Okay.
And then I look at the goat and I say, Thor has sent me here to find the hammer for him. I'm just trying to see if I can find the hammer to bring it back to Thor.
The goat just kind of stomps its foot.
Don't even need to like roll a deception for that at all. Definitely trying to deceive a goat here.
Korath, I hate to break this to you, but you don't speak animal, so...
Actually, I do because I'm able to speak with the penguin and the
okay, all
squirrel,
right.
and I do have that, so I can
Okay,
speak
all
with
right.
it.
So, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I apologize. The goat looks at you and goes, "I have nothing to do with Thor."
Oh, that's fine. I was just wondering if you could give me the right direction to where I might be able to get this weapon back into the hands of Thor.
Uh, um, uh, the goat looks around and it asks. I wish a goat could point, but it goes, "Well, you could ask him." And as you turn around, a dwarf is standing there with two very large war hammers, going, "Can I ask why you're talking to my goat?"
Yeah, actually. And I just swivel on my knees, just turn back around to look at the dwarf almost like eye level. Still on my knees. Go, I am just trying to find Thor's hammer Mjolnir. I'm trying to return it to Thor. As a mission that he had sent me on to try and recover this item for him.
Do you expect me to believe that the god of thunder and lightning sent you, a giant, to pick up the thing that he kills giants with?
Correct. So the reason why he sent me was he thought it was the perfect person to go undercover into the giant's lair and be able to find this weapon for him. Because who else would know besides the giants?
The dwarf scratches his head and goes, "Even if I did believe that, um, it sounds absolutely ridiculous."
Well, Thor
I,
was never the perfect man of common sense, now was he? But we do know that he was not a complete imbecile, and on this time he did get it right.
the dwarf just shakes his head. I don't know what to tell you. He walks over to his goat and he goes, if it were me, he points his hammer kind of off towards where he came from. There's kind of a stairs that go a little bit farther upwards. You guys would have rolled perception and things like that. You would have found it. But he kind of points his hammer over there and he says, "You see those stairs over there?
I do.
Okay, follow those up. It leads to more shit. I didn't find anything up there, but I'm not a magical person. I just came here to give thanks."
Well, thank you very kindly. Then I'll stand up and start walking towards there. After I give him 10 gold pieces for helping me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Did Squeaks die? Oh.
You know, the squirrel hung themselves from a ceiling fan.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn. What do the rest of you guys do? You guys literally just watch that happen, or
I
what was
wish.
Yeah, I was definitely just watching it happen with my hand over my mouth, trying not to laugh, trying not to look suspicious.
I'm Hicks is still like gasped at the trident thing, and he's just like, "Huh?"
Also, the dwarf who kind of seen that also walks directly over to Roland, realizing that he recognizes the handiwork of a goblin that was trained by dwarves, and he happens to bring up your headmaster, the lady that taught you everything that you knew, and he goes, out of curiosity, I've heard of a lot of weird things, but son, why is it up your butt?
Yeah. Long story. I don't trust people.
He got butt fucked by the giant.
Who said that?
The squirrel.
Wink.
The squirrel said that.
The dwarf looks around the goblin to see a squirrel standing there. He goes, "I haven't seen your kind in a while. I thought you all died."
Oh,
Oh, weird to see a squirrel out of a tree. Anyway,
he runs and hides behind Korath.
wait,
Where?
is the squirrel afraid of trees?
Where is it? Where's the tree? Oh God, no!
No. There's no trees. It's okay, squirrel.
Tree,
It's
where?
okay. No. There's no trees. No,
Please-
no. All the
please
trees are
don't say
gone.
that
Y'all
word.
are
Where?
a bunch of defective bunches, aren't you? Holy shit!
I'm not defective. But your ram is really pretty. You're a very pretty ram. What a cute little ram you are.
You know
What would
you're
it take to
talking to
get
the
one of his
dwarf,
horns?
right?
No, I looked at the ram. Is he not next to him? What, did he just
Oh,
go
yeah.
invisible?
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, the ram is there. The ram kind of gives you an odd look. I'm a ram of war. Don't talk to me like that.
Oh
Well,
no. It's okay. Yeah, you fight lots of battles. You're so cute.
I'm not a fucking doll, you weirdo. Anyway, also, by the way, grow some hair.
Fuck you. How dare you? How dare you say that to me? I thought this was a place of worship. How dare you mock my religion? You don't know why I'm bald.
Oh, I thought you were just bald. It's the goat talking. Simmer down. Also, so the dwarf walks directly up to Hugo. He goes, "Huh? It's a toy."
I am.
You know, oddly enough, he goes, "We had one of your kind, so to speak, down in the caves with us. The unfortunate thing, though, is we only had half of them because your creator um, basically threw him away because he was quote unquote defective. But we attached him to one of our carts, and he would follow us through the mines. He's actually a pretty good help."
Wait, what? What was this creator's name? So say you, dear dwarf.
Ooh, the name escapes me.
Mm.
It's been a long time.
You got it written down anywhere? Is it like on the back of the other one that you have, or you
Ooh,
got
I
it?
want to roll. I want to roll persuasion and see if a little see if 50 gold coins would remind him.
Okay, you can try.
That's a 17 plus 4. 21.
Right. Son, I am 550 years old. I don't remember everything.
While
However,
he's talking, can I try to steal from him?
what?
I said while he's talking, can I try to steal from him?
What?
Like
So,
pickpocket?
okay. Yeah, you can pickpocket. Who are you going to try to pickpocket, though? Are you going to try to pickpocket the goat, or are you going to try to pickpocket the dwarf?
The dwarf.
Okay. So go ahead and roll it, and then do your sleight of
What do
hand.
I sleight of hand?
It's a d20 plus 7.
Thank you. Dirty 20.
Okay. Now I'm going to roll against you. So that was a nat 20 on my end. So I did, however, beat you. So just as you're about ready to reach into his coin purse, he snatches your hand and he goes, "You know, it's not polite to steal from those that you don't, know. Now, if you needed a handout, I'm a very nice dwarf. I would have helped.
That's not
Does
a
this
common
belong to
practice
you?"
that I've seen.
Right. So you notice, Vex, that he has a very iron-like grip, and as hard as you might try, you cannot get unclasped from him. As he drags you forward and kind of half-ass lifts you a little bit, you are like, help, help, help. I was like, and he goes, does this belong to you guys? Because dwarves and elves do not get along. So you are this to him. So he goes, does this belong to any of you?
We have a question. Him being a dwarf, when he lifts her up, does she only go to her knees?
Pretty much, yeah.
Can y'all help me out here?
I'm very sorry. You know, Vex means well. They thought that they dropped something in your pocket.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a deception, Bogey, for that one?
Okay, so Vex accidentally kind of just saw something shiny.
Roll me a deception, squirrel.
Oh, what is my
I got a nat 20. That's a 21.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay. So, so you got a nat 20, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have to roll against that still.
Yes, I understand.
So,
I am waiting.
so I got a 22. I beat you by 1. So sorry.
Come on.
That's how it
Wait, can't
goes.
they add now? Add what their proficiency is to it now to see if they beat the 22? Because it was a 20.
How do you want to add to it?
Like if it's a sleight of hand or a deception, right? Can they
It's
add
a
their
deception,
deception to their nat
yes.
20 now? Because
I
if you rolled
did.
over it, can't they do that?
I did.
Yeah,
It
they
was a
did. So it
21.
was a 21.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. My daughter came in here.
Oh, no,
That's
you're
all.
good.
That's okay.
You're good. Okay. So because of my 22, I look at you and go, something fell into my pocket? Really?
Yeah, they're actually a magician, and
Uh,
they mistook your pocket for theirs.
Orc, you're a very bad liar. Just stop lying your head.
I poke my head around the corner from the stairs that I had already started walking up, and I turn and I just look and I see kind of what's going on, and I was like, "Well, would you care to loosen my property? That is someone I'm trying to bring to Yandrel. They have a bounty on their head, and I would like to collect that bounty. I did give you the 10
Your,
gold pieces. Would that be enough?"
your bounty tried to steal from me.
Yeah, I understand. That's why they're going to the Jarl. That's like that's. I kind of need them back.
Fine.
Thank you. Naughty Vex, a bad Vex. Do not steal from people. We have
Maybe
to
the
get
big
to
giant
Alanon.
stone.
You
So, before this gets any worse, just to give you a piece of advice, Toy, um, things things are going to look at you differently because you haven't been around in a long time, especially your style. And trust me when I tell you, if the wrong person gets a hold of you, you're not going to like where it ends. Because there's a component inside of you that a lot of people want. And with that, he hops on the back of his goat and
before you
clip clop.
go,
Oh, what? As he turns.
you said that there was a defective one, like me, yes?
Yep.
Were
He
they
lives in the mines.
before? Were they before or after?
That's not a question I can answer for you. I don't know.
How meet them then? You said down in the mines, yes?
Mhm. Yep.
Great, thank you.
Yep. You can find them in Hammerfell if they're still there. And with that, the goat clip clop, clip clop, clip clop away.
Bye, pretty goat. Bye bye.
as you watch as the goat just lifts its tail and shits at your by pretty goat. Are the rest of you following Korath? Because Korath's like fucking 100 yards in front of you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
gonna go try to catch up
so
Korath.
right, so you guys all kind of take off running to go catch up with Korath. Vex, feeling the ultimate sting of that didn't fucking work. Uh, because a rogue gets upset when they don't get to steal something. Which I'm surprised you didn't try to like make that up by stealing something from the party. But anyway, my God.
Give it time.
Give it time. I like that. So you guys begin to walk up the steps. They kind of they're a spiral. So you guys walk for a really long time up these stairs. And it's like you're trying to figure out if the stairs are corkscrewing downwards as you're going up. Like you're just on a forever ending stair. And then you finally come to what kind of looks like a big marble checkerboard room. It's black and white, it just kind of checkerboards across there. But it's completely empty. There's like nothing. There's marble walls with windows, but there's really nothing in this room. It's just a giant, big, long corridor.
Are there any rocks laying on the ground?
No, it is pristine marble floor.
Let me check my inventory. Well, I mean, any weapon I throw can come back to me. So I'm gonna take
Just don't call the
my.
trident back.
Oh, right, that's gonna rip old Gabi a new one. Quite literally. So I'm gonna use my mage's culling sword, and I'm going to throw it on the tiles. What I'm doing is trying to see if any of the tiles trigger a trap.
Okay. How do you throw it? Do you throw it just straight downwards or like out a ways?
No, I get a little bit of a distance, about what I would assume to be halfway down the corridor.
Okay, so you throw it out there. It hits the ground and skitters, and it goes a little farther than you expected it to, but it doesn't trigger anything.
Okay, so I call it back, and then I want to stab the tile directly in front of me with it and put pressure
Okay.
on it to see if it's a pressure plate.
Okay. You stab it, and it does nothing.
Well, then I start walking.
Okay. You guys could all walk side by side down this corridor and fit with room.
As I'm walking, do I see any doors on the side?
Nope. All just windows.
Do the windows have like stained glass images, or just outlooking windows?
They're outlooking windows, but they're that like cross hatched, like diamond deal. Like each one has like its own diamond.
No, I'm still just trekking along.
Okay. About halfway down the corridor, you begin to start to hear whispers, all of you. And
Did they start walking, or are they still behind at the doorway?
oh, I guess I don't know.
Okay,
Korath takes off.
I follow.
Vex is
Okay,
directly
you guys
behind
all follow. Oh, Vex is directly behind Korath. Okay. Good. So as you guys begin to walk, you guys begin to hear whispers. And then things begin to change. You guys feel that the room begins to spiral and rotate. and then it begins to darken, and then it begins to lighten. So I need everybody to roll me a Constitution save.
You have a 3.
25.
18.
18 as well.
23.
I got a 7, and my bear got a nat 1.
I got a 17.
So
I got
anybody
an
under
11.
okay, anybody under 18, you guys are now
Damn.
disoriented. You are at half speed. You are sick to your stomach. To your bear who got a 1, he is spiraling. He is rolling around on the ground, roaring and in pain. But you guys are moving forward still. Who got a 25?
Me.
Okay. So, Hicks, you watch as the few that did make it are super disoriented right now. Roll me a perception.
Perception. Okay.
Roll high.
That is a 19.
Okay. You look, and as you begin to look, up on the ceiling, you kind of see what looks like it's a triangle with a line running straight down the middle of it. And you would realize that this is a glyph of hysteria. You guys triggered a glyph when you passed underneath it.
Okay.
So you would need to dispel magic.
Let's see. Do I have that? Let me see.
Now, anybody that got an 18, it's if you're below an 18, you're not good. If you're an 18 and above, you're fine. But I couldn't remember, and he got a 20. That's why I was like, Or Hicks, you can try to destroy the glyph.
I was gonna say if we need range, I wasn't affected. I can shoot the glyph if that'll take it out.
So dispel magic. I just need to know. Like, you have to tell us what's going on. None of us know.
Yeah. So I announce, y'all. No. Let me get. Everyone, there's a glyph of hysteria above us. We need someone. If someone can dispel it, that'll be our best bet.
Is it within
If not,
120 feet?
Yes. Now, if you're going to do
Oh.
dispel magic, Korath, you're going to do it at a disadvantage.
Why a disadvantage?
Did you get an 18?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then no. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
you got
safe.
below an 18.
No.
Oh, okay. No, you're good.
That's why I was
My bad.
confused. That's a 21.
Yep. So you watch as the glyph disappears. Everybody begins to come out of the haze that they were in. So, yeah, Korath now realizing that there are glyphs. You guys gotta reach out for those. Sorry, it wasn't on the floor.
No, I was thinking pressure plates because it sounded like a chessboard.
Right.
And so I was
Yep.
thinking on the floor, and I was like, okay, we're going to check the floor. We're going to check distance. That's why I threw it a little bit to see if it was a sensor.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the ceiling.
So
I
you
did.
guys
I
keep
should have said something. I
right.
thought about it.
Now I'm
guys
going to be
keep
keeping an eye out for glyphs and traps as I'm walking forward. I'm announcing that as I'm walking forward.
Okay, that's fine. This is the first time I've ever got you guys with a glyph. So
Yeah.
I am going to introduce glyphs. That is something that you guys can also do too, as long as you know the glyphs, and we can work on that if you're a spellcaster. So anyway, moving forward, you guys are moving forward. Everybody that was affected, you are now fine. None of you really take damage on that. It's more of a to slow you down, essentially. As you guys make it to the end of the corridor, you see these large doors, and they're made more of steel. But what's on them is kind of interesting. When you look at these steel doors, you see that one side of the door is the two wolves that chase the sun and the moon. But then on the other side of the door are Odin's two ravens. And it's odd that in a monastery that worships everything that they would have a door just strictly to, this. So that's all that there is on the door. As far as whenever you guys have detected magic thus far, the I want to reiterate this too because it was brought up earlier, and I didn't say anything. This whole entire area radiates magic, so it is hard to see where a specific magic is coming from. Now, there are certain rooms that will have a magical item in them. You're just not there yet. Does that make sense? Okay. Do you
That's why
guys?
I haven't cast it again since we got in here.
Right.
Because after you said that with the trident, I was like, yeah, it's probably not going to work.
Right. It's just going to be one big ball of light. So, anyway, do you guys walk through the door? Okay. Who's going through the door?
And does it matter which door we open? Do
No,
they
they're
both
both
lead to the
connected.
same? Okay, so one that they doesn't have like a wall between them to where like you only walk through one side
Nope.
and go down one path. Okay, I just wanted to verify that.
Nope, it's just a double door. Yep, sorry. It's just a double door. That's all it is.
Well, Korath is big and dumb. You know he's going.
We're kicking them open.
Oh
You're
yeah,
gonna kick
boot
it?
to door, boot to door.
Okay. Okay, it doesn't budge. In fact, it doesn't do anything. You you kick it and you just kind of
Maybe.
fuck.
Maybe try polling.
It's a big steel door. You're gonna need help.
You need strong arms for door?
Is there a lock for that specific?
Nope. It's just a very large iron door.
I've got the answer for this.
All right.
Should
Well,
we all push it
I'll grab the
together?
Raven, and then whoever wants to grab the other side or help me, let's push.
Let's all get on it and push.
Okay. So with all of you guys, you begin to push and you begin to grunt, and the door still doesn't move.
Okay, now Goblin, let's
Real
try
quick.
the pool.
Yeah. Well, what if it's a pull?
Now the
Okay,
Goblin had said
so
that.
as you guys, right? So as you guys begin to pull, it begins to open.
But you have to pull it. You have to pull it real good.
I told you.
It's a pull, not a push. I'm sorry, that was a dick move on my part. It was not.
No,
I
it's
thought that
fine.
was funny.
It's fine.
So as you guys pull the doors open, you walk into it's a very well lit room. You guys look up. It's a glass ceiling. It's a little odd though. The light coming through isn't the light from the sun, but it's blue in nature. But with up kind of on a rise, is a table, and there are multiple chairs. But on the back side of this table, at the very head of it, is a very large chair. It's more throne-like, and you can see somebody sitting there.
Oh, yoo-hoo!
Why do you always have to antagonize people, you big rock?
Do you know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of the dude in Frozen. Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo!
Big summer blow.
Big summer blowout.
Fixing a blow up. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway,
He's gay too, so it makes sense.
the figure doesn't move. It doesn't say anything. It just sits there.
Maybe I have to be louder. Oh, yoo-hoo!
Korath, what if they're dead?
Oh, well, that's an easy find out. So I just take my sword and I just throw it.
You took your sword and threw it at the object.
Well, you said it looks like a person. Boogie said they might be dead, so I just threw it.
So we're either gonna antagonize or kill it.
Okay.
Do you think anything through?
So
Intelligence? No.
what's your fuck? What's your intelligence? No.
Hicks thinks this is the smartest one in the party. I just want to remind everybody of that.
What's your range? Like, what's okay? What's your strength?
A 21.
Okay, so I'll say that you get the sword basically to it. Just as the sword almost reaches the object, you watch your sword stop, almost if somebody catches it.
See, it's not dead.
Yeah, so we
But
just
then
got
you hear
pissed off. Way to go.
But then you hear the flick, and the sword comes careening back at you.
What did I tell
quite
you?
quickly.
Call it back to my hand so I can catch it before it hits me.
Yeah, that'd be pretty smart.
Hicks is going to do a intelligence check real quick because his perspective has changed a little bit.
So here's how we're going to do intelligence checks. I will let you do the intelligence check. However, they do not have to tell you their intelligence unless you roll the insight against them.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have to do an insight check against
Korath.
Okay, cool. Well, my insight's decent, so let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. That's a 25.
Okay. So Korath, what I need from you. Okay. What I need from you is I need you're going to do a deception roll against him. So you're going to tell me a number, but then you're going to tell me the true number.
What do you mean the true number?
Okay, so he got a 25.
Right.
So you know what you have to beat is a 25, right?
Right.
So, okay. I need you to tell him that it's a 15. And I'm going to roll. You're going to tell me the true deal. And I'm going to roll. I'm going to tell him whether or not you're lying or you're telling the truth. So you're going to DM me what you really roll.
Oh, okay. So I just make up a number and tell him first. Okay, well, 15. Bear already said that. Let me send it to Bear.
So, Mac, you get to determine whether or not, because you rolled a 25, I'll tell you whether or not he's lying to you or not. Oh, fuck.
All right, so is he lying to me or not?
Well, so he beat you. So, as far as you know, his intelligence is a 15.
Okay. I mean, rules are rules, I guess.
Because so here's the fun thing, right? So he could have just told you point blank that what his intelligence is. But I think it's fun to have a little bit of a defiance there.
Yeah,
So just to give you right,
because of my my
right,
quirk.
yes, because you must know, then people can fuck with you and be like, yeah, no, my intelligence is this. So he beat you at the 27. You rolled a 25. So, but I don't like. Normally, I would do it differently, where you both would message me what you rolled. That way, there is no cheating. But I know Fig doesn't cheat or Korath doesn't cheat.
Well, we can do that from now on
So,
as well.
right.
Like, I'm perfectly fine with that.
So, right. So going forward, we'll do it that way. Anyway, moving forward. As far as you know, Matt or Hicks, Korath's intelligence is 15.
Oh, he's fairly intelligent. That was just a lapse of judgment on his part, right there. Okay.
Right. So the thing that is sitting up there at the throne stands, and from what you guys can tell, it's kind of large. It's not as big as Korath, but it's not small by nature. And it walks down the table and stands at the top of the steps and looks down at all of you. And what you're looking at is, anybody ever seen an alligator snapping turtle? Okay. You're looking at an alligator turtle, is what you're looking at. Yep. So imagine an alligator snapping turtle on two legs. Standing
Looks
there.
like dinner.
You just really had to piss it off, didn't you?
Are you hungry?
So,
We can kill it, skin it, and have dinner.
you know he's just as almost tall as you, right? Like he's only like maybe like 2 inches shorter.
Well, I said you here, and he didn't fucking respond.
We couldn't have just tried to steal the stupid thing that you need. We had to go and piss the stupid thing off.
I'll fight the big fucker.
You do know that I'm not stupid, correct?
No, I know you're not stupid. I'm just pissed off at the big dumb rock man.
Oh, okay. Hi. I'm Master Roshi. I am the I run this monastery.
Wow.
You're
That's
the
so
old one.
cool.
I am old,
No,
yes.
Hugo would know that it's Master Genji, so this is a different one.
Yes, Master
Oh.
Genji, I trained. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so are you older than him?
Yes.
Dude, can I ask a question?
No, you cannot.
I just want to know if he knows Michelangelo, Leonardo.
Keep your mouth shut.
Do you know a big giant rat?
What? Will y'all quit? We need him on our side.
Master Roshi begins to walk down the stairs. And as he walks down, you guys notice that he has spikes on his shell. He's wearing the giant monk beads. He's got one of those big giant gourd like water bottles essentially on his deal, and he looks like a monk. He proceeds to walk down. You can see that his hands are wrapped. He just looks like a fighter, or not necessarily a fighter. He looks like a monk. What's up, Squirrel?
I have a question for the guy.
For the what?
For the guy with the beads.
Okay.
Are those anal beads? If so, does Roland need those as well?
And y'all, we are here to get something. We need to not piss him off. Why can y'all not be respectful and keep your mouth shut?
I just think this Bowser
So,
looking motherfucker might
Oh
be
my
afraid
god,
of red.
shut up! You stupid snowman!
Oh my
Do you
god.
So-
want what you came here for or not?
so as Master Roshi reaches the bottom of the stairs, he's so literal. So he looks at the scroll and he goes, I don't know necessarily anybody that could take this size of bead. I mean, I've heard of erotic things, and that's fine. Maybe where you're from, they can take them that large. But,
Roll-
however,
He has a trident up his ass. He has a trident up his ass.
so you tried to take the
technically
attention
not
away
really.
from you, or
I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm saying that he can take it.
okay? Does anybody know what the scroll? Never mind. Is there
No.
anything that I can help you guys with, particularly, or
Have you seen a hammer?
also? I mean, he points over to the wall, and or across the wall, there's a bunch of hammers. Any of them look like the one you're looking for?
I don't
Do,
know.
do you
they?
have a hammer here named Mjolnir?
Mjolnir.
Yeah, that. Thank you.
You're looking for Thor's hammer.
Yes.
Correct.
In particular, the
Um,
stone mammoth.
Specifically, yeah.
Yeah, specifically that one, yes.
he kind of smiles. He goes, I don't know, maybe look up. And the blue light that you guys are seeing that emanates through here is coming off of the hammer.
Question. If we try to take the hammer, are you fighting us? Are you here to protect it? Or are you just
Oh,
here?
I don't. I'm just here. I don't give a good goddamn about the.
After
Wonderful.
hearing that, I'm immediately trying to get the hammer.
Wonderful. Do you have a suggestion on how to get the hammer from the ceiling?
Good luck. I don't know.
How did it get up
Also,
there?
who asked me? Who the hell asked me if I knew a rat?
That would be the orc.
No. That must have been Bo. I'm so sorry about him. He rarely speaks.
Your
This is
bear doesn't
usually
talk.
he does talk. He talks to me privately. He usually doesn't want to talk to the class.
So the turtle, walks further up to the orc and looks down at the orc and goes, "Did you or did you not ask me about a rat?"
You know what? I asked what I asked.
Okay, I don't know a rat other than Ratatosk here, if that's who you're speaking of.
Well, he's a
But if you're
squirrel, so
No,
but if
that's
you're
who we're
trying to
talking
make
about.
a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference to me, I have no idea what that is, and we cannot copyright that right now.
I do have a side note question.
No, you don't.
It is within the scope.
No,
It is within the scope.
I don't believe you.
What do you want, Rock?
I want to know that if you would allow me to maybe grab you and then throw you up like a green shell and knock the hammer loose.
This isn't Mario either.
But you look like Bowser.
Oh my god. Please
Does it
shut
look
up.
like a Koopa to you?
what about Roland throwing cogs and then him expanding in the air, like,
Not
You
shell.
know,
That's the shell.
Master Roshi just walks over to the bar and goes, I don't. It. He literally walks away and goes over to this big barrel, and on the barrel it says the good shit. And he begins to fill this deal full of an alcoholic drink. What, Rock?
No. No.
If I can have a sip.
No, you are a terrible drunk. You're worthless when you're drunk. No. You're a lightweight. For someone as big as you are, you're a lightweight. We need you to not be drunk. Thank you.
But maybe
No,
barrel, that's how the handle comes down.
that's not how the
Not
damn
to
barrel comes down.
not to break the fourth wall to any of you or anything, but hey, DM, you think you would probably, I don't know, maybe make them roll more perception checks?
Who needs perception when you have an idiot that seems to get things done?
Accurate.
I'm gonna roll a perception check just because this is going nowhere fast.
Can I
All
also
right.
I'm
like
Right.
just throwing
have a
something.
help action?
I mean, I
with
think
that?
we should throw Roland.
I love that idea. That takes me back.
Boogie, you grab,
17.
I grab, and we just throw
Okay.
on the count of
Yes.
three.
Okay, here we
All right.
go.
Hold up. So, Hicks, you rolled a 17. Hugo, what'd you roll for perception?
Nat fucking 20.
Nice. Okay, with you two both combined, you look at Korath and Boogie and go, you two do realize that that's like 100, 120 feet in the air, right?
They've done more.
Well, they weren't there for that, so they don't know. But like,
Me and the goblin, we can talk about how me and our fallen friend, R.I.P. We threw him into the world tree to get the apple. I do believe that me and Korath can get this done. This guy is actually much bigger than the other one.
okay,
But then
so
wouldn't that be an instant death if
No,
he can't be caught?
just some minor damage. He'll be okay.
In worst case scenario, I can revive him.
There we go. See? We're good.
All
Can we
right.
please just throw...
Before we do this, let me cast False Life real quick.
So Master Roshi just passes by fucking imbeciles as he drinks his drink.
Listen, I asked you if you had any idea how to knock the hammer down or get the hammer. You gave no suggestions. This is what we've got.
I have no suggestion for you, Elf. Jeez, simmer down.
That was
Don't call us imbeciles if you have no suggestions. We're doing our best.
I mean, you're gonna throw a goblin. I mean, I would get to the higher point and then throw the goblin, but I mean,
There's
whatever.
a higher point? Where's the higher point? What does this room look like?
I could climb
So-
up and grab it. Like I did when
You're
we
not heavy enough to pull it down.
So here's the thing. So I'm
I
gonna
could
explain
kick
this.
it.
I'm gonna explain this room again. Master Roshi had to walk down to you to get to you. So when you walked into this room, it has a glass ceiling. There's a blue light, which you know now is Milnir making the glow. Okay? In the outstretch of this room, there's a bunch of beds in one corner, there's a bar, there's food, there's tools, everything. You walk up, and then up on top of this like plateau is table, bunch of chairs, and like a throne where you've now watched Master Roshi walk back up to and sit down.
Okay, so can we
And
move a mattress
drink his alcohol.
underneath the highest point, get Karath and Bogey up to the highest point, and throw Rowan from there?
I have
Well,
counter plan.
here's my question. Here's my question. Is it wedged up there? Is it like, can we tell how it's up there?
You know, it would be a really good thing to roll for that.
Well, that's what. Can I roll for
Right.
that?
Yeah, you can roll for that.
Or you can all just get the fuck out the way and let me break the glass.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'd rather
That's
not
a
have shards of
17.
glass falling from the ceiling on us.
Just hold the mattress over your head.
Well, that's
that's
why I
valid.
want to know. That's why I want to know how it's up there. I
A
rolled a
mattress is
17.
made of cloth. It's gonna slice right through it.
Not glad. It'll be fine. Pile a couple mattresses up there, we'll be okay.
You know what? Let me leave the room before you do that.
Go ahead.
And this is the smartest guy in our party right here, Korath. I just want to remind everyone he is the smartest one in this party.
I rolled a 17 there, DM.
Okay. Because you have more of a tinkering background, you kind of know more about how things are built. So as you're looking at it, you notice that Milner is actually suspended above the glass, but it's suspended in like time. So it's not like it's sitting there kind of like spinning and you know, but it's just sitting there. But it's about another 15 to 20 feet above the glass.
Was there a way to get outside, up above the glass?
Well, let's look around the room and find out.
Yeah, let's find our way up.
All right, that is going to be a 22 for perception to see if I can see a way out of the glass.
Mine,
Nat 20 on my end.
18 on my end.
Okay.
mine was just a dirty 20.
Okay. So as you guys look around, you notice that where the glass meets the edge of the walls, on one end, kind of over towards where the beds were, there's almost like a piece has fallen out, but it's only big enough for a squirrel to get through.
Oh, there's a hole right over there, about the size of a squirrel.
How does the structure of the wall look? Like, if I was
The
to
what?
break more of it, is the whole place coming down?
If you were to hit it, would it all come down? Is that what you're asking?
Right. Yeah, I'm to the part where the squirrel's trying, like where we could send the squirrel through.
So you want to break the glass further?
Right.
I would say that it's cracked out right there. You might be able to get a bigger hole if that's what you're trying to do. Like, obviously, so to explain how this worked, a rock fell from above and hit and went through. Kind of like when you ever shoot a piece of glass with a BB gun, it kind of shatters out. Well, pieces have fallen away. So you could ultimately, if you could get up there, you could peel more pieces away. I'm just saying that right now, the hole is the same size that the squirrel could fit through it pretty easily.
So can we send the squirrel to
the-
break more of the glass?
Well, I was
You
just
know,
say,
the one
so either
that
way, let's
is-
see if we can make it to that hole. Can anybody even get close to it? Is it a straight wall to the ceiling, or what? What are we looking at?
It's straight up.
Is the wall made out of stone by chance?
It is cut stone. It is like when they molded it, it's like I mean, it's straight cut. It's not like there's little jagged edges.
You know, I'm wondering because I could probably cast mold earth and make a staircase of sorts using the stone up to the hole.
Yeah, you could.
I like it.
Yeah, Hugo's gonna do that.
Okay. Cast it.
It's a cantrip, so
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's a little staircase heading up to the hole.
And just so the record holds, I have no more spell slots till we rest.
You guys all just watch as Master Oshi drinks his drink and watches you guys and giggles from time to time.
Hugo's gonna look down at everyone after having built the staircase, as I'm assuming it's gonna take a minute, and calls down to them. I made staircase up to the hole. Do you want me to like chip away at it more, or what do you want me to do now?
Well, you could either shove the squirrel through it, or you could tear it away.
X is going to stand just outside the doorway to the entrance of this place and watch what happens.
Oh, get your fucking ass back in here, you fucking.
You can say whatever you want, but if glass starts falling, I ain't getting cut.
Coward.
Wait, you're standing outside?
What
Yeah,
he said.
because if they're talking like they're going to start tearing glass out,
Okay.
because if it starts cracking more and glass starts coming down, like I'm standing like in the doorway.
Okay.
Well, I guess Hugo's gonna start to try to chip away at the hole to make it slightly bigger so that Hugo
Okay.
could also potentially slip through.
Okay. So give me. It's not really a finesse. Give me a strength.
That's a 6.
You pull and pull and pull, but it's like the glass is weak, but you're weaker.
Are the steps that Hugo made big enough for me to get up there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Roll me a climb.
So strength, or do you want acrobatics or athletics?
You should have a climb.
Don't see a climb here. I've got
Okay.
athletics,
Use your
deception.
acrobatics.
Okay. It's a 19.
Okay. So roll it up. See what you can do.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's a 24.
Okay. So you peel a pretty good chunk out. What do you do with it?
Where's Hicks standing?
Like in the doorway, like underneath the
Okay.
door jamb?
I'm chunking it to where it hits and slides and lands by his feet. I'm taking off another
Okay.
chunk.
Okay. Roll me. How do I? Nah, I'll just say it. I'll just say it drops and kind of lands over by him. That's a weird roll.
Okay.
Okay. Peel off
The
another
next
chunk.
one's a 23.
So,
Okay.
so as it lands, Hicks is just gonna be like, "Okay, point proven."
Okay.
And he's gonna
So
start.
you
He's
peel
gonna start
off another
walking back in
chunk.
the room.
What do you do with the next chunk?
Where's Hicks standing now? I want to make sure I don't throw it at him this time.
He's back. He's back with everybody else.
Okay, so now I'm chunking it towards the doorway away from everyone.
Okay.
Is it big enough for me to fit through yet?
Yeah, it's basically big enough for everybody to walk through now.
Cool. That's what I wanted.
But is the glass strong enough if we all climb up there to hold us?
Ooh, good question. Go ahead and find out.
We got to get up there first because I want to see how far away it is once I get to the top.
So, Korath, you climb up onto the glass. And to tell you guys that each one of these is a pain. So, like, there is a piece of metal that, like, holds the pane in place.
Right.
So, Korath, as you climb up there, you start to move forward, but you notice that you're starting to crumple the metal.
Okay. How far is the hammer from me now?
Because the room is at least, I'd say you're at least 50 yards from it. This room's pretty big. It's like 2 football fields long.
Let's do some math real quick. Hold on. Because you said yards, not feet.
Right.
So it's 150 feet. That's too far. All right. So
But
I
it's
just call
also
out to
suspended
everybody.
20 feet in the air.
Right. I have something that could still help me get it. I just needed to be closer than that.
Okay.
So I'm going to holler down for the goblin because I don't see the squirrel at the moment.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to call down to the goblin and be like, Gobby, I think you could fucking get up here and maybe get a little bit closer. I have something I want to give you that can leech it once you get underneath it.
Okay.
But I do want it back.
Do I need to roll a climb too?
Yeah. So roll an acrobatics to get up there.
Ooh, that was a nat 20 plus 4.
Attaboy.
Good enough.
So when you get up here to me, I am going to give you my Ghost Rider's chain. The
Okay.
chain can extend up to 50 feet. So all you have to do is get underneath it, use the chain to wrap it around, and pull it down.
All right. Can I roll perception and see if like I kind of understand the architecture of this window to see if I can walk across it doing the least amount of damage?
Yep.
Nat 20 again.
Okay.
That's the spot right there. Whatever I'm hitting, that's where I need to keep dropping it.
Right.
So, you kind of look around and you're pretty positive So you guys watch as Roland. It's not super fast, but it's not super slow. Meticulously walks across this. Doesn't bend anything. You don't watch any new cracks. He's just moving. And you guys are like, oh, oh. He's like, eh. And he gets right to the middle, and right to the middle, there is a big circular deal, and he stands on that. You're right underneath it.
Right, I'm trying.
Before you do anything, Boogie, I'm going to climb back down. Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah, because if you roll a 1, you're gonna fall down.
Right. Nat 20.
Nice.
Good enough.
So I'm going to get down. I'm going to look at Boogie, and I'm like, hey, Boogie, what we need to do is grab this mattress and get underneath him to where when he falls, he just lands on the mattress.
All right, let's do it. I'm in.
So we got a mattress like a trampoline in case he falls.
Fireman's net.
Right. Continue.
Hopefully he doesn't fall through.
Okay. What do you do, Roland?
Right, I'm gonna use this chain and try to kind of wrap it around my robot arm, and I'm gonna try to lasso that hammer.
Okay. Go for it. I will say sleight of hand. So
Okay.
roll me a d20 with a sleight of hand.
That's a 12
So
plus 4, so 16.
the weapon also itself gives a +3 to anything you use it with.
So 19.
Okay. I will say that the chain wraps around the handle of Milner.
I
However,
want to give it. Oh,
it does not budge.
okay. I was gonna say I want to give it. I want to give it like a test, like tug to see if I can if it does anything, or
Okay.
did I already when I wrapped it?
Nope. You can give it a test tug. So go ahead and roll me a strength.
Nat 20 plus 1.
Okay. So you tug as hard as you can, but Milner still doesn't move.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through my earpiece. I'm gonna be like, all right, I've got an idea. I'm gonna hold on to this chain, and I'm just gonna dive down. Are you ready to catch me?
When you do that, I'm going through the earpiece because you said we all have one now. When you do that, there is a button on the top of that chain that will retract of that chain.
Oh, should I just try
So
that first?
you could try that first. Also, also, when you jump, you could, if that doesn't work, you could jump and retract it at the same time to give you an extra pull.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try that button. Nothing.
Nothing.
All right. Here I come.
Get ready,
Do I need to
Boogie.
roll?
Okay, so
It just kind of raises his shield up, like, let's see
Okay,
what
roll
Hicks,
me a
now
happens.
you
strength
can
to
go
see if you even
underneath
hold on.
the doorway.
Okay. So you guys watch as Roland takes a flying leap upwards and fucking comes through the glass. And
Oh, I
Roland,
know what I should have did.
roll me a strength to see if
Should
you
have
even
brought
hold
cogs
onto
out.
the fucking chain.
Shit. 19.
Did you add the 3?
I'll
Because you
allow
got
it.
the chain in your hand?
Oh,
Okay,
and
cool.
plus the 3, so
So
22.
you guys are like, yeah, it's gonna work, and all of a sudden, see Roland
I'm
just
just
swinging up there,
hanging.
about halfway up on a chain, going, "Son of a bitch!" Looking down.
I do have a question now.
Uh,
Do I see that it is encased in magic? Mjolnir itself, like, is it spinning there with
Nope,
because of magic?
so yeah, it's just sitting there, kind of just spinning. But since the chain on it is on it now, it's just sitting there,
Okay,
suspended.
so I have I'm gonna cast magical cunning on myself to regain a pack slot, and can I
Okay.
cast the spell magic on the hammer itself?
Yeah, what level?
3. It's still, I only go up to 3 because of our level.
Okay. See if you can cast it.
That's a 24.
Okay. I'll let you have it. So, as soon as you cast it, though, you drop the mattress. Therefore, Roland comes down quickly, rapidly.
Can I roll a deck save to try to pick it up real quick?
can I use a reaction as I'm falling? Does that work like an attack?
No. If you
Can I do my deck
I'll tell you
save?
what. You can try it, Korath.
I don't have
I'll let
shit for
you try
decks,
it.
but oh yeah, I'm sorry, Roland. That's an 11.
That's all right.
Okay.
Since there's the button on the chain that brings it to me, as I'm falling with my decks, I would like to try to save to see if I could at least get the use the chain and the retraction motion to kind of at least get that hammer away from me as I'm falling.
What about seeing if you can't swing it around something else? Or like one of the metal beams to like swing down to break half your fall or something?
Well, because it's already hooked to the hammer.
Oh,
Right?
true.
And we're
True.
coming down quick and fast. All I'm saying is, since it's got that retract button, I've got a little bit of momentum with it, and I'm thinking I can at least try to get it away from me.
Fair
All
enough.
right,
Sure.
just so it doesn't land on me. I'm taking some damage here. I'm trying not to get my head squashed.
Yep. No. So I'll say that with your deal, you would roll away from it when you hit the ground.
Okay.
But roll a dex.
Oh, that is a 12 plus 4, 16.
Are you still hanging on
Okay.
to the
Oh yeah.
zip?
Well, yeah, plus the 3, so 19.
Yeah. So you hit the ground and immediately roll away. However, it's a pretty good fall.
Yeah. Well, luckily I did have my temporary health point before we started this. So. That was
So
my last spell.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You take 14 points of fall damage.
Not too bad.
Any? I don't know if we play like this, but any brokenness?
Are you asking me if you broke a bone or anything?
Or like, do I need to repair anything on my arm?
Yeah. You'll need to repair 2 of your fingers.
Okay, damaged fingers.
So where's the hammer?
The hammer is laying basically on the ground.
No, it's not. I beeline straight for it.
Okay.
Sorry, Roland. I do care, but the hammer.
My fucking fingers!
I'll give you 100 gold. Just let me get the hammer.
So you pick it up?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I
Okay.
picked up my
Go ahead and
broken
try.
metal fingers.
19. And what am I adding to that? Strength? Or what?
Yeah. Yep.
24.
Strength. Part of it. Okay. So as soon as you go to touch it, you lift it, but something even more happens. Milner talks to you and goes, just to you, and goes, who are you?
My name is Korath.
Just Korath?
Well, Korath Stonevein.
Oh. You do know who I belong to, correct?
Oh, I'm well aware of who you belong to.
Giant wielding Mjolnir is never. I mean, that's not a great thing. But I mean, I guess he did cast me out, so let's see
Don't
if
you
he's
want to
interested in
avenge your
even
honor?
He's interested in you, essentially. He goes, well, let's see if you can take this. So, he's going to test you a minute. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 points of electric damage.
All right. I'm also going to use my stone's endurance.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 10 away from that.
Okay.
So
He
you
goes,
said how
ooh.
much total?
Fuck.
Let's go
12,
25.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
So
23,
30
24,
something.
25, 26, 27, 28. Like 28 points of damage.
Okay. So I only took 18.
Yep.
Cool.
He goes, I'm kind of impressed.
Well, thank you.
Tell you what. I'm not going to be your main weapon, but I'll hang out.
That's more than I could ever ask for.
So,
May I ask
you
you a
guys
question,
watch.
Hammer?
Sure.
Or what is it that you want more than anything?
Probably a longer handle.
If I can get you a longer handle, will you be my main weapon?
Well, the long handle part was a joke, but we can talk about it.
You think about it and you just let me know, or Korath will make it happen.
Right. But hey, what about your vibrant?
I have a stone in that. Do you want it?
Yeah, I know. No. Don't touch me with that thing.
What if I were to give it away?
Well, you can keep it. Just don't touch me with that thing.
Fair enough.
You can't mix magic, remember? So your little ember thingy that you have, that is a darker magic than what I am. I was made by nice dwarves. That was made by dickheads.
What if I were to break my pact with that and make a pact with you?
Oh, I think you. So I don't really have to have a pact. Like I get where you're coming from with this, but I don't even know if I want to stick around with you. That's kind of the thing we're talking
No
about
rush.
here. I mean, I can see my cousin over there. At that point, Hicks, you begin to feel your hammer vibrate, like rather erratically, because it's near its cousin. It's very, very powerful cousin.
Do I notice this?
Okay, Mulgreef, I get it.
Yeah,
I'd
you
be
do.
worried too.
Milgreave is going fucking ape shit.
Reunited with your family. Is
Oh
that
no,
what you want?
Milgreave. Oh no, Thor's or Milnir goes. So Milgreave was just a different version of me. So there's multiple versions of me. Me being the most powerful out of all of them. However, if Milgreave gets too close to me, I will ultimately absorb him.
I just kind of look over my shoulder at Hicks. I look back at the hammer. Look back over at Hicks. Look back at the hammer. We'll keep our distance for now.
That would be good. Not that I wouldn't, not that I wouldn't care, but ultimately I don't want to do that to Ken if I don't have to.
No,
With
that's
that
fair enough.
though, Milnir does levitate in front of you and looks at the rest of everyone because a hammer could look at you. Um, and the hammer kind of flies around, kind of flies in between everybody, and then lands in Korath's belt, essentially. As far as any one of you guys know, it picked Korath. Korath can divulge whether or not it really picked him or not.
Sorry, was that hammer sizing us up? Was it about to hit me or?
No, it wasn't about to hit you. It was just learning who it was going to be traveling with.
I didn't know they did that. I guess don't
Well, this
know.
is a very in particular weapon.
It's fair.
Hicks is going to chime in. He's going to chime in. Especially at its power, it can afford to be choosy.
That is correct. Oh, on that note, Hicks. Do you mind if we just don't stand next to each other all the time?
It will probably be a good idea because Mulgreef has not stopped freaking out since you got a hold of it. So there's probably something going on that probably isn't a great idea.
Okay, so you felt it too.
So, Master Roshi stands back up. He goes, did you guys get everything you came for? You good now?
I can't speak for the rest of them, but I think I want to celebrate with a drink.
Sorry about your ceiling.
You got into the last time you drank?
Oh, I'm not gonna fight the master. I
So
got what I wanted. I'm
he
extremely
goes,
happy.
Thought you got what you wanted last time. We're still trying to pick fights with random ass people. Dumbass Rocky.
so Master Roshi walks down and he goes, who am I, a monk of the people? He says this sarcastically. To not share some of the good stuff. So he walks to a different barrel entirely and grabs a bunch of tankards and pours everybody a drink and walks over and gives everybody a tankard. And he goes, "It's not the good stuff, but it's just as good."
It's not the good stuff. It's not as good.
Hugo's gonna take the cup and then pass it over to Korath instead.
Okay.
Why are you holding out on us, old man?
So
Can I roll a perception or an insight on
what?
this drink?
For what?
I want to see if it's poisoned or if it's going to put us to sleep or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of us
So
wins.
you would need to detect poison or anything. So you would have to have that spell.
I'm going to lean over to Boogie and I'm going
Okay.
to ask Boogie, you being a wanderer and been in the wilds for a long time, does this smell funky to you? Does this look like it may harm us or put us to sleep in any way?
Can I do like a nature check?
Mhm.
Oh wait, hold on, not nature. Survival?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
cool.
goblin already drank his.
A dead one?
Well, that's
24.
Okay. So Boogie, you as you smell this, you smell that it's fireberry wine. That's what it is. It
Oh,
is a
it's just
um
wine.
right. The thing with fireberries though, with fireberry wine, is it's a healing wine. So um as he's basically healing whatever is wrong with you guys. And then once it heals, it's just wine after that.
The wine will nourish your body and heal anything that you have. You should drink it.
Down the hatch with
And
one.
Master Roshi goes, "What would be the point in poisoning you?"
Well, in case you were here to resuspend that hammer, I wanted to check.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here when it was suspended.
We never asked that question, so I was just covering my bases. You as a wise monk should understand covering your bases.
For how long has the hammer been suspended?
Poof. I've been here for 250 years, and my master was here for probably another 250 before that. Wait, what year is it? It's been here a long time, way before I was here.
While we're
Good days.
hanging out, I'm gonna fix my fingers.
Okay.
Yeah,
This would be
you're a smart turtle, right?
that's I'm a turtle, not a turtle.
I'm so sorry, turtle. I just had a question. So, did you know the half robot that used to be here that was wheeled around?
That's in the what?
The robot that was like that you had to like wheel around that lived here. Do you
The
know?
one that
You
looks
know
like
him?
me.
That's that's
That was in a
I'm
different
not
place.
that I'm not sure what you're talking about. So to pinpoint what you two are talking about, that dwarf told you guys that it is in Hammerfell that thing exists, not here.
Well, you said you were, kind of smart. I just thought, you might know some things. People talk.
You do realize that this is a place of worship, right?
Well, yeah, I don't
You
know.
you,
Isn't there
you
like a god for robots or something?
uh, I mean, yeah, Eberron, but I mean, I'm not a follower of Eberron, so I don't know.
You
I
know,
mean,
it doesn't hurt to ask.
no, I can appreciate that. Who do you follow?
Freya?
Hmm. Has she spoke to you in a while?
Mm, well, we did have a moment, yes,
Hmm.
but not recently. That was
Hmm.
a while ago.
Right.
Why do you say that?
Oh, so one of the things as a master of the Temple of the Nameless, you tend to notice things. And the one of the things that I've noticed is that the statue or the statues that are to, you know, Hodor and some of these gods are starting to deteriorate.
Where is Freya's?
Um, you'll have to go back down into that great deal. Actually, let's just make this easy. He snaps his fingers, and you guys feel as the floor, kind of like when you guys are going down an elevator when it goes down. That's what it feels like. And then he opens the door and leads you guys out into where all of the statues are. So basically, it was an illusion. It's to get you guys to do all the things to not even remotely come to his room, essentially. Um, he leads you guys out into the statues. He gets to looking around. He goes, God, there's so many of these. Hold on. Oh, over here. And he walks down there. You notice that he pays no homage to any of them. He does not greet any of them. He does not, anything. He just walks directly over there. And you guys watch as all of your gods are stretched out in, a perfect line. And you guys notice that every single one of them are essentially deteriorating. The stonework is fading, the things are starting to crack.
Are the
How long?
stones and statues deteriorating because the gods are becoming weaker?
Master, she kind of looks at all of you and goes, from everything that I've heard thus far, if you notice, you guys can't see Induin, can you? And not a one of you see the statue of Induin. And I go, I'm assuming she went on another tirade and decided to get rid of the apples. So if none of you know this, the apples are what keeps the gods going. And this is almost a sure sign of Ragnarok.
Is that the apples that we have one of?
What apples do you have?
The mimic or the copycat.
You have copycat apples of the gold. Okay. So you got those off the world tree. You can agree with me. I'm not your enemy. It doesn't bother me at all. Even if Ragnarok happens, I won't be touched. I was here before and I will be here after.
How will you survive Ragnarok if no one else does?
What's that?
I said, how will you survive Ragnarok if no one else does?
I am literally buried in the side of a mountain.
If you know so much and been around for so long, do you know where even the slightest idea where we could begin to try to find Induin?
I mean, you could check her garden itself.
How do we find that?
Last I knew, there is a door to get there, but to get there, you would have to cross back into the hollows. which I believe it's on the far west side on the western coast. And even then, that's probably a shot in the dark because I don't think anybody's been there in a millennium. The only other person that might be able to tell you is the Nidhogg.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Well, the Nidhogg is dead.
Let me guess, her four brothers are alive now too.
Yes.
I'm sorry, were they dead before?
Dead, hibernating, take your pick. They have not been around in a very long time.
Why were they not around?
They were unneeded. You have to remember that the Conclave was there much before the gods were even there. The Conclave was around when I was around. That little stone table that you guys probably met at? Yes, I hear things. I know who you are. You have to understand that there was a castle there at one point. Conclave have been here, and they kept order. And to show a sign of good faith, the Nidhogg decided to become a part with the gods. Now that she is dead, that is not a wrath I would wish upon anyone. War, I mean, conquest is his own animal. They're all four in themselves their own mess, but get them together, and that is not a fucking rivalry I would ever want upon anyone. I wouldn't wish that upon my greatest enemy.
So there's a rivalry between the two brothers? I mean, four brothers, sorry.
What?
So you're saying there's a rivalry between the four brothers?
No. All four of those brothers, if you get them together, there's no stopping them. Not at all. They will create carnage and pestilence and everything in their wake. They will leave none alive. If it were me, that is not the thing I would wish upon any of my enemies. In fact, I would run. To even get near one is flirting with death.
We asked for scale.
He laughs. He goes, let me guess. War gave that to you, didn't he? You know, for being the war dragon, he is fairly nice.
I have one more question.
It's his brother, the white one, that you might want to watch. What's your other question, Goblin?
So I have another question as well.
Would you know either a better way to find the Norns, or would you know where we could find Kelpie?
Are you looking for the original Kelpie or just a Kelpie?
The original.
Yeah, the original.
The original? So the original Kelpie should have been, and I'm wondering if when the Coven took over, if they don't have him. So the Kelpie should have been on the Hollows. Didn't used to be called the Hollows. It was actually a very good island. There was a lot of things there. A lot of the gods lived there. It's when the Coven came in and decided to, in your words, fuck things up for the rest of us. There is a mountain called the Dragon Spine Mountains. I think you guys have been there before. Correct? Okay, so on the western side of it, just at the top, there is a cave. It is a prison, essentially. This is where the Black Coven took most of the mythical animals that were here. The original Kelpie may be there. I'm not saying that it is or isn't there, but it might be there.
Who's the warden of this prison?
Well, the warden of this prison is Lilith Corazun.
good.
She is the sixfold sovereign.
Is the what?
Is the sixfold sovereign.
Well, that
So,
sounds fun.
speaking of tieflings, has Valith or Velas been here?
Hmm?
Valise or Veloth, have they been here? Have you heard those names before?
Are you speaking about the two of the underworld?
Yes. What can you tell me about them?
Other than Valith being a husk of what he used to be. And Velas is just a demon lord now. You all know who his father is, correct?
No, who's his father?
Well, I mean, Astaroth is his father, but you know, the demon lord of war, hate, discontent.
What about their brother?
Valak?
Yes.
What about Valak?
What do you know about Balak?
I mean, they call him the Great Enforcer. Valak is known as the Great Enforcer. He's not exactly a force I would probably. I mean, he's a good fighter. He's held back many a horde.
Hey, Bear, by the way, you are frozen.
Oh.
Do you know where we would be able? Do you know where we would be able to find Valak, Valith, or Velas?
Yeah, I do.
Where?
You can find them in the city of Dis, D-I-S.
Where? What direction is that from here?
Down.
So one of the hills.
Hmm? You're in the Nine Hells, yes. The city of Dis is. Let's put it this way. The city of Dis is the only city that anybody can go to. If you get outside of it or get caught outside of it, you're there forever. But it just so happens is that your old party mate's father runs the whole shit in caboodle. So they do whatever they want. So I'm sure Pretty Boy is standing on very top tower, just waiting for you all to arrive.
Why do you think that?
Because he's arrogant. You don't know much about tieflings, do you? They're
I
just
don't
as
know.
arrogant as drows.
Fair. Where's the statue of Balder? Since all the statues for the gods are here.
So I would recommend that I understand that you have a problem with Boulder.
That's an understatement,
However,
but yeah.
however, I would ask that you not deface any of these statues. You can
Not planning to.
make faces at them, but if you destroy one, then I have to get involved.
What happens if one's defaced or destroyed?
Then I have to get involved.
What happens to them if something is defaced or destroyed?
Oh, as if does it affect Boulder or them? Is that what you're
Correct.
asking me?
Yes.
Um, it's not like a voodoo doll. They don't feel anything.
Okay.
They would just understand that the one of their statues was hurt.
Okay. Where is it?
Um, he takes you right to it. You- right here.
And looking at it, you mentioned that some of the other statues were kind of worn looking. What does his look like?
His probably actually looks the better out of all of them. It's not quite as worn down. So as you guys are looking at these statues, you can definitely tell that some of them are more worn than others. So like Heimdall, like you can barely see his face. Thor doesn't look like there's anything happening to that one. Hoder, you can definitely tell that Hoder's is deteriorating. Tyr, deteriorating. Odin, not a spot. Freya, kinda, but not really. Uh, Frigg, all the rest of them, kind of your lower Vanir, you can definitely tell are starting to deteriorate.
Where's the Queens of Hills? What does hers look like?
Destroyed. It's in pieces.
It's not good.
How long is that? How long has that been like that?
A while. It kind of just shattered one day.
What do you mean it just shattered? Like it.
Probably happened when Gloom took her out of her deal.
I'm so sorry. You're just telling me that she like left her realm and it shattered? It
Mhm.
couldn't mean anything else? I feel like you're being very vague and I don't appreciate it.
Well, Gloom took her out of her deal. She has not been worshipped. Then people think that she's gone and dead. So you tell me what happens when that happens.
Do you believe that she's gone and dead? Or she's simply taken out of her realm?
I believe she's just simply taken out of her realm. But here's the sad part. Nobody really knows where Gloom resides. So if Gloom has her, then the only way to get hell back is to go to Gloom's domain to find hell. But even
Where is
Gloom is terrifying.
where is Gloom's domain?
I do believe that it is at the very top of the Citadel, or the top of the spire for the Black Coven, the Black Spire. As far as I knew, that was the last of where that they resided. Mind you, I've been here a while.
What about Baldur's last?
Baldur's last known location? Is that what you're
Mhm.
asking me?
Yeah.
As far as I remember, he was in the that oh god, what do they call that forest just west of Al-Anon? Like the forest of No? He likes to hang out there. He's got a little cottage back in there.
You said the forest of what? I'm sorry.
No.
No?
Yeah, the
Like
forest of no.
N-O?
Yeah.
As in, nope.
As in no.
No, as in,
N-O.
it's just called no.
Love that. All right. That's all the questions I have. If anyone else has any.
You see a hunter around here? You know, human, ugly.
Are you speaking of Olaf?
That's the one. How'd you know, buddy?
Oh, everybody knows the White Wolf.
The White Wolf. Is that what he calls himself because he's a dumb white man, or what?
No, he's known as the White Wolf because, if we're gonna be realistic, he was probably the only he's the last one of his tribe. They lived in the farthest northern regions of the mountains. Like they were impervious to cold. He's kind of a giant of a man. Have you ever met him?
I have not had the unfortunate pleasure to meet him yet. And what do you mean he was part of a tribe? Please expand.
Yeah. So, there was a tribe that lived in these mountains for a very, very long time. When you get to the more southern edge, it gets higher in elevation. Um, and up on top there is a plateau, and he's called the Great Wolf because, this is according to stories. His father was the Great Wolf. He was the leader of the tribe. He killed his father to essentially become leader, only to be cast out. I'm assuming you're angry at him because I think here not too long ago he ran kind of a mercenary group that went on kind of a killing spree. Um, you wouldn't actually happen to be Cedar, would you?
Well, of course.
Right. I knew your dad.
You knew my dad? You knew
Yeah,
his
he's a
son?
good dude. Yeah.
What do you
Believe it or
mean?
not. Well, who do you think taught him all of his holy medicine?
I don't know. I just kept eating his mushrooms.
Ha! Yeah, that was me. So
You gave him the mushrooms?
I did. I do have more. Um,
Well,
so
I'm interested in the story and the mushrooms, and just to leave
before
everything open.
before I came to the monastery, I was a druid of sorts. I grew up in the swampland. I met your father. Um, him and I befriended each other. I showed him some of what the fungus can do, along with what some of the moss and things, when you blend them together or set them on fire, could do to you or do for you.
Right.
And yeah, I taught him medicine. And then I came to the monastery, and I hadn't seen your father in years. How is your dad, by the way?
He's dead.
Ah, and I assume that this mercenary band is the one that did it.
Well, in a way. He couldn't heal the chief's son, his only son. And when he couldn't do that, he he killed him for failing. It
Right,
was actually the first time that my tribe had done anything like that. We were a peaceful tribe. I don't know what they're
right.
like now. I left.
Hmm. What was the name of your tribe again? I knew your dad way before he joined it.
The lion.
The Dandelions. Okay. Um. So he he goes, follow me for a second, and he leaves everybody else and walks off with Boogie. Um. He goes to a book and he pulls this book off the shelf and he goes, okay, and um, he goes, oh yeah, they have a new war chief.
A new one?
hmm it seems to me that at the time of your father's death, you left. A couple years later, they got rid of that war chief because of what happened.
Well,
So let me ask you this question now. You stayed gone. You're hunting these people. Why didn't you go back and try to take over? Why didn't you try to get revenge for your father?
this is the revenge. I'm not going home until it's done.
I can't necessarily tell you where Olaf is because I don't particularly know. However, there is another monastery that we have not used in a long time. I went over and checked on it the other day, um, and noticed that people have been living there, but I couldn't find anybody. It was more of a, I don't know how to explain it to you, but we tried to expand. It didn't work. We left it. It's kind of rotten, but it's still livable kind of deal. You might check that. It's up a little higher. It is. I mean, it would be a good place for somebody to get out of the weather.
It sounds like the next best lead I've had.
Like I said, not promising you he's there. I mean, if I was a bandit and knew how to live, in the cold, that's probably where I would live. Um, with that though, he walks back out to the rest of you and he goes, you guys are more than welcome to stay here for the evening, rest up. Um, he goes, I mean, I don't have much, but I mean, there's ground, there's beds, there's whatever.
I have one more question to ask before we part ways. You never actually answered my question on if Valith, Philosopher, Valet have been here or been to see you since we parted ways with them.
He kind of sighs a bit and goes, Valith was here. If I will be on, or Velas was here. Sorry.
What did Velas want when he
But
was here?
information, just as much as you guys wanted.
What information did he want?
Um, much like you, he wanted to know if you guys were here. I said I had no idea who you were. Of course, that's a lie. Obviously, I knew who you were. Um, he asked me if I knew where the God Killer was, and I said, "Well, no. I don't." And he told me that if you guys shown up, that I was to turn you over, and I told him good luck on making me do that.
Do
See,
you plan on
what
handing
you
us
have to
over?
Well, I could have a long time ago. You've been here for quite a while.
I understand that, but there's also still time for him to show up if he wanted to betray us.
There is, but I have no dog in that fight. Remember, I've been here for a very long time, and I'll be here for even longer.
And you just admitted to lying to Valith about knowing us. Did you lie to him about knowing who the God Killer was?
I don't truly know who the God Killer is.
Do you have suspicion?
Do I have a what?
Do you have a suspicion on who it is?
I mean, not really. The God Killer is a weapon. And to be honest with you, it's interesting to me. There's three. There is essentially a dagger. There is a set of arrows. And then there is a sword.
Do you know where to find any of these things?
He smiles. He goes, "Yeah."
Can you give us a direction?
He lifts a finger and points directly at Boogie. You can find two of them right there.
What about the third?
Unfortunately, I don't know where the sword is.
Do you know the last known location for it?
Mosselheim.
Musselheim.
Okay.
The Valley of Fire, to be exact. Yeah, by the way, Cedar, did you not think I wasn't gonna notice those?
Oh, I didn't think anything. I'm just here wondering where the magic mushrooms are. Um,
Oh yeah, I was gonna just take you to those, wasn't I? If you go back into the room that we were just in, over next to all the casks of like wine and things like that, if you look behind there, there is a secret compartment. Go have at it. There's a couple different styles. Yes, Ganassi, what would you like?
So you mentioned a sword. Would it be this one? And he holds up his blade of the Bifrost Rift.
No. Your blade was not made by that was not made in Sublime. Yours was made in son of a bitch. I'm drawing a blank on the cold one. Korath, help me. There's a hot and a cold place. I don't remember what the cold place is called now.
Niflheim.
Yeah. So your blade was made in Niflheim.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Oh, so
the fire ganassi isn't from this like fireplace, fire.
no.
My father was. I am not. At least I was told my father was.
Well, where's your daddy now?
Who is your daddy there, Fire Ganassi?
That's a very good question that I do not have a very good answer for.
Orphan. Nice.
Grew up in a monastery. So
Which one, by the way?
it was a monastery of Kellenvor. Kellenvor.
Yeah, I know that one well. We trained you guys pretty well too. Anyway, if none of you have any more questions.
I have just one question.
Okay.
How far is Hammerfall from here?
It's about 6 days travel back to the south.
Shrooms. Anybody? We going? Shrooms?
Drugs?
I think I'm ready for a
Drogas?
long nap.
That's what the shrooms are for, my friend.
Oh no, those help you see things before
So,
your nap. I'm just ready for the nap.
It's
I
to
mean, I can
levitate
cook.
in the nap.
Wait, why are we
so,
levitating? Why are we lactating?
so you guys all go back into the other room. There's enough beds for all of you. You guys watch as Master Roshi walks back up to his throne and just sits down.
Yes.
You
I would like to
can almost
grab.
just you can almost assume that Master Roshi doesn't have to sleep. How much of the shrooms do you grab?
I would like at least 3 fistfuls. You said there's
Okay.
4 different kinds.
Hmm.
So just a little bit of each, you know.
Okay.
And
I'll
I'm
say
very careless when I
okay.
grab them. So
So we'll say you grab 4 of each. There's 4 different kinds. So the first kind is the psychedelic kind. They give you a +1 to your intelligence. However, they take a -4 against your strength.
it's fine. I have enough
And
of that to go around.
you just get to see cool shit. The second one gives you a it'll give you 15 extra health. It just take you take a -3 to your dex. And you roll a one. Roll a d4 to see how long you take that negative for. Third one, um, you take a negative to your wisdom by 3, and a negative to your intelligence by 2. However, you take a +6 to your constitution. And then you get a +5 to your strength on the fourth one, but a -5 to your dexterity. All of them make you trip balls, though.
Excellent.
All of you resting?
Yes.
Hugo's just gonna
Yep.
sit on the bed because Hugo doesn't need to sleep, but Hugo
Right.
will keep watch.
For sure. You all get a full rest. And we are going to end session for the night tonight.